everybody. Hey, welcome back to once again. Thank you for tuning in and checking us out here today on Game Therapy, the only game on the internet that guarantees to bring you 1,000 insane worlds. So, without further ado, let's meet our cast for tonight. I'm gonna go around. Frank, tell them who you are.
Hi, I'm Frank. I didn't really know I was going to be introducing myself, so I'm Frank.
It's Frank. He's one of my oldest gaming buddies, oldest contiguous gaming buddies. Absolutely. Mike, who are you?
My name is Mike. I'm playing a Velociraptor warrior because we are going to be playing Dinosaur Crawl Classics, which is amazing. Don't know much about my character except here on this pre-gen sheet. It said he had goggles, and I just want everybody to know that this is exactly what they look like.
Yes, yes. Outstanding.
Perfect.
Talia, tell them who you are.
Hello, I'm Talia. I'm a judge for DCC RPG down here in Florida. Really excited. I don't get to play often. I'm playing a Velociraptor Exiled. So it's going to be very fun.
Outstanding. Welcome. Enoch, who are you?
He's going to push his glasses back and say, well, the technical name is Magnocappe deformosaurus. He is a big old brained raptor technician, but everybody else just calls him Ugly Big Head. I'm here in Seattle. Was doing a bit of, road crew games with folks in a couple local places. Shout out to Ray Gun Games up on Capitol Hill. When this all ends, everybody go back and give them your money so we don't lose our friendly stores. But
take care of your locals, kids. Take care of your locals.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Force Guard, tell them who you are.
I am Tim, and I am playing Forscar, Velociraptor warrior, who had a very nasty encounter with a T-Rex and has giant scars on his back that just will not heal.
You and Sam Houston. And last but never least, Bruce.
Yeah, I'm Bruce. I'm here in the UK. I am playing Zarg, the Velociraptor Shaman. That's Shaman, not Shaman. Just get that straight from the off, all right?
Outstanding. Well,
Okay, so hold up. So what you're saying is I'm the only human in this posse of dragons.
That's right.
Okay, cool. I'm down.
You decided to go native, and here you are.
Yep.
I am full on native. Let's do this.
Absolutely. Okay, so let me tell you. Go ahead.
Is there a way to change your display name in Twitch?
I can
Similar
do
to
that.
you do like this?
Yep.
I just said hello, all.
Hello. Okay, so without further ado, so let me tell you a little bit about your tribe. Minus the exile, you are all members of the Sky Lake tribe of Velociraptors there on the dinosaur planet. So Sky Lake, you guys have it pretty good. You have this like very hip little spot in the middle of very accessible hunting territory. It's done really well for you. All of you who are here tonight, members of the tribe, you are all sort of the elder statesmen. You are the toughest and the best guys in the tribe who just are fantastic. Like you're the warriors. You're the actors. You are the doers. You lead the hunts and all that. Sky Lake, there's about 24 of you all told, when everything is, mostly young at this point. There are other tribes of velociraptors that are nearby here, but you are the main one in this one particular little area. And, it's a good life out here. Your biggest problem these days, there are humans just encroaching. Now, some humans are cool. We love Gara. Gara knows how to fix things and can shoot a gun correctly, He's been a member of the tribe now for about 5 years, and we all love him. But, like, some of these humans are the worst. And you understand that there are different tribes of humans as well. It's a little vague in your mind how that works, but they're out there. So on this particular day, you guys are all there literally hanging out around Sky Lake. So called because on a still day, it is so reflective. You can look and actually see, like, the clouds and the moon and the sun completely like it's like a mirror when it's on a calm day. And while you are all spending your time there having a lovely dinosaur planet Thursday, you hear like somebody's whistling. One of the many lookout kids is whistling and lets you know that there is another velociraptor coming entering into your encampment.
I run
So,
to
as
see
in-
what it is. I'm scared. Invaders.
Okay, so did I hear a general? We're going to go over and check out, see who that is. Makes
Yeah, I
sense.
mean,
you guys.
Presume it's from another tribe or something. What? Not an unfamiliar raptor?
Yeah,
Okay.
no one's unaccounted for right now. No one's hunting today because 2 days ago you brought down this ankylosaurus. Y'all are still eating on that. So it's not. You got a question?
What is the time frame for the technician thing?
I don't understand your question.
Oh, like the effect, like could I give us a little pep talk? Like we all got to be careful, keep our
Oh, I
our
see what you're
wits about-
saying.
right.
Yeah,
and so,
yeah.
And so if we're gonna go look that if there's a bonus on first attack or rough position of hidden enemy, blah blah blah, would this roll over to if combat happens?
No, you have to actually be there involved.
In
you're
combat.
actually you're actually calling. You imagine yourself as a quarterback calling out plays.
Okay, so yeah, all right. So I'm gonna say that I'm gonna keep my eyes out. Everybody, be prepared to listen and kill whatever I point at. I mean, normally I would use softer language, but that's kind of how a dinosaur would talk, right?
Yeah,
Eat
you know,
that.
I'm allowing it to be up to y'all's interpretation of it. However you think a dinosaur would talk is it is pretty good with me. So all of you sort of like mass up there and start heading out to the edge of the border, and you do indeed see a velociraptor that you like at least recognize by sight. They are in exile. One of the weird, very rare tribeless velociraptors. They're so rare that like it's like to see one, it's shocking, and they're kind of you guys are very much about the tribe, very much about the group, and somebody who's outside of that. When they show up, it's like a shock, and not only that, but you can see that this one has got a rifle slung over their shoulder and an ammo belt, and is sort of making their way up. What do y'all do?
His rifle is slung, right? Not
condition one.
I
Listen,
look
guys,
at the group. I'm like, you guys want me to go and figure out what his deal is?
yeah. Check him out, Gra.
Yeah.
I will start walking towards him. Say, you know where you're at?
Oh, it's a human. Hello, human.
I asked the exile. I say, do you know where you're at? This is Sky Tribe territory.
Yes, I came here on purpose. I have a problem, and I figured only y'all can help me.
What kind of problem?
Well, my territory has been under attack by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh,
My
crap.
back
Yeah,
stings.
poor Scar's gonna have a problem with that. That's for sure.
Not again.
Hey, I tried to heal that.
Yeah. So, Tyrannosaurus Rexes are an issue with y'all, but for the most part, you have run all of the T-Rexes out of your territory. You haven't seen one anywhere because they're the craziest, toughest creatures on the planet. But you are organized and smart and usually can run them away. So it's rare that one would even come this close to Sky Lake.
Plus, they're going to die outright because they can't wash their hands.
We may not be able to hold
Sorry.
weapons really well, but we can at least wash.
I know, right? That lake water.
So, where's your territory at?
Oh,
you
it's
are
not
to the west. Yeah, like a day's march to the west.
a few days' march to the west. Human. Do you have a
Name's
name?
Gara.
Human? Gara.
Ra.
I am Kulva.
Nice to meet you, Kova. So, is his territory butt up against ours? Is it Do we have to travel through another territory?
Nope. He's sort of in the no man's land. It's definitely where y'all hunt most of the time, or at least like he lives on sort of just on the edge, just at the edge where you don't normally hunt. So like you sort of know up to a certain point where that is, but like you won't have to go through any other Velociraptor's territory to get there.
It's been really quiet, guys. You want to go with some ass?
We can't have Tyrannosaurus near us. We can't.
I already knew what
can't.
your answer was going to be. I knew exactly what your answer was going to be.
You've had
Everybody-
encounters with one, have you?
That's how I got the scars.
Mm.
They're a constant issue.
Hey there, brother, Kolvar. How many Tyrannosaurus Rexes are we talking about, brother?
Oh, only one, but one is enough. It doesn't like to talk very much.
Yeah, it's not really their thing. Well, we don't have anything going on. I think the village is doing well. I'm down to go explore. Anybody else?
Oh,
Yeah. What's happened?
sounds
All
fun.
right.
I chuckle
So,
at Forscar like, man, all you got to do is say Tyrannosaurus Rex and you just go running off to kill some stuff.
I chuckled to myself because, man, that was easy. Didn't have to
Horse guard.
barter. Didn't have to barter or anything.
The chance
Forscar
to
wants
murder.
revenge. I love it. All right, so the whole crew of you get it together. You know, put some people in charge for while you're gone, and you make the day west travel into Kolvar's territory. So, Kolvar, you're able to show them you're by early evening. You are right there in right around where Kolvar hunts and lives, and is near their spot.
Welcome to Covaland.
It's nice.
Okay,
Nice.
so I'm hearing that you want to do some scouting, some looking for tracks. Is that what I'm hearing?
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't want to jump in, but before in RP, I would say I recommend that we scout the area and not all go in bumbling together.
All right,
Folks, we need to be cautious and logical about this.
Watch where you stick your noses. That's my rock over there.
I've been to
Don't.
this land before. I did not know it was called Kulvar Land. I thought it was land west of Sky Lake Land.
I mean, that's fair. That's
All right. So anyone who wants to can make me a tracking check to look for tracks. And if you're the warriors, check your character sheets because you have a modifier. So it'd be a D20 plus your intelligence modifier, and you can add your dinosaur bonus on top of that of +2 for Garah.
What is the dinosaur bonus?
It's he's like dinosaur knowledge or something like that. He's like Garah has that. Garah is like it's his wild one thing. He's
Okay, got it.
he's a dinosaur expert.
I got a 20 on tracking.
Oh,
A
nice.
bonus.
Okay, Forscar, I got some interesting news for you, my friend. Not only is it a Tyrannosaurus, but you know this Tyrannosaurus real well.
Oh no.
Yep, you're quickly
No!
able to him. Yep. This is the Tyrannosaurus that y'all call the Taker. If he has a proper name, you don't know what it is. But he's called the Taker because he's a kill stealer. Okay, he's like the best kill stealer you've ever seen. He just hides, essentially. He will literally find some place to spot. You'll be out just hunting. You'll take something down. He pops up out of nowhere, roars, chases everybody off, comes over, and whatever you had, he just takes it and then goes off with it.
And
broke
you
my
try to
kill
stop
switch.
him.
Yeah, the couple times we did try to stop. Well, Forscar, it was pretty rough. That's Garage Scar.
I'm not sure
That's-
what's worth, a lifetime of this scar or not getting that really delicious meal that we missed out.
I know, right? Yeah, that was like a stegosaur. There's nothing better than stegosaur early, like the day after. It's so good, it's ridiculous, But here's what you'll see as you guys. You got a 20, okay? So not only you can totally recognize him by his track. It's like reading a penmanship to you, But you can also see that he's acting very weirdly. He's not acting by any of his predictable patterns. He's not acting like a Tyrannosaurus at all. He's like, you're not sure what he's like you're seeing like what looks like a battle, but you don't see anything else is tracked. It doesn't make any sense. He's acting erratically and is been hopping all over the place. But with a 20, you can definitely hunt him down to where he is, even to his current whereabouts.
These tracks, they're from the Taker. The Taker!
Big
And he's
apple.
gone mad. He's fighting the air itself. What's worse than the
Very
Taker?
exciting.
Crazy Taker!
Ooh, can you track him, brother? Can you track him down?
Yeah, I can see right where he's going. Right here, right through those trees. Right into Culvar land.
Let's try to maybe do some flankage.
All right. So yeah, you guys start like heading after him. Pretty soon you're tracking by the light of the 3 huge moons that are overhead. But yeah, takes you like less than a couple of hours. You get up to the top of this ridge and you start hearing them. You start hearing them stomping around and growling and whatnot. And yeah, sure enough, you guys get to the top of this ridge and you see like down below, you see him, you hear a fight and you're like, oh, what's going on? He's literally attacking a giant palm tree, just sat roaring at it like he's gonna scare it off, fighting it, fainting as if it's attacking him back. You know what I mean? He's acting like you've never seen him act like this before.
You see, this is what happens when I have to make my trades with the humans. It gets in the way.
Did you do this, Culvar? Did you give him
No.
some sort of friend inside his head or something?
He has made up his own friends. I go ahead and start disguising myself.
Okay. So maybe what are you trying to disguise yourself as?
I'm going to just start taking a bunch of leaves and dirt, mud, and just kind of create that like a natural camouflage of my
Gotcha.
skin.
Gil suit style. I got you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Go ahead and make your check.
That's going to be a 24.
Oh yeah! All of a sudden, you guys look around, you're like, "What the heck is Culver doing? This is ridiculous. Why you?" Oh yeah! Wow! if Culver stands still, he's indistinguishable from one of the many huge ferns that are all over the place. So expertly are they?
Impressive, Kovar.
Yeah,
This is
camouflage.
why I did not know this was your land.
I have seen you walk through here many times.
And I have not seen you. Now I know why.
Okay, so you are disguised up, and the Taker is still down there, stumping around. Go, Ugly Big Head.
Brothers and sisters, I am going to find the high ground and listen for my call. So I'm going to try and sneak to a place where I can see, have some sort of place where I could launch a javelin if I needed to, but so that I could keep an eye on the.
Give me a stealth check as you to creep down there.
Right.
D20
Okay.
as your mod. So you're going to leave the group behind and actually creep down the ridge and creep down after it. Got it.
Yes, and try and kind of get a little bit above. I got 17 plus 7, 24.
You guys are on fire. Yeah. So y'all everyone loses track of Ugly Big Head. You know what I mean? How do you miss that big head just right there in the moonlight, right? Because he's good. That's why. And you see him so as for you, you are so stealthy that you get very close to him. Give me an intelligence check. D20 add your intelligence mod.
15 plus 1, 16.
Okay, you got a 16. There is something strange. I mean, amongst all the other weird things.
You don't say.
No, this is even stranger. At some point while he's down there, he has now toppled that tree and he's roaring over the tree as if it's an actual kill. Like he's just jumping up and down on top of it, acting crazy. But when he turns his head away from you, you see that on the back of his head, he has this red blinky light thing.
While that's going on, is there any way to snoop around and just check for any other sort of hidden creatures or anything?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me anyone who wants to give me a track check while he's doing that.
And what's the track check? I don't
D20
have.
and add your intelligence modifier, and you add your dinosaur. You add your character. You add +2 on top of that as well for Garah for your dinosaur lore or whatever.
Right.
I can't remember the name of the actual power, but whatever.
So a 10 total.
I got a 19 to snoop around.
Okay,
So I'm going to bring
anybody-
the low rolls to the game, guys. I just want to go ahead and put that out
You know
there.
You
I
save
rolled
them
a
for the
4
fight.
earlier. I rolled a
Save
4
them for-
earlier, so
Save them for the fight, Frank. So here's what y'all see. So it's weird. So Claudio,
yeah.
Claudio, you find some other Velociraptor tracks, but then you're like, they don't make any sense to you. It's almost as if someone drew them in the sand. So careful are they? They don't even seem like real tracks. They're like someone's idea of what Velociraptor tracks should look like. They're exactly perfect. They're very, very, very heavy, for one thing. This would be the heaviest Velociraptor that you've ever seen. It's like, it just doesn't make any sense. And like the tail swish along the ground is at such regular intervals. It's like it's almost like they're playing a game or something. You're not even sure that this was a real Velociraptor, but they were also up here watching whatever was going on. Within half an hour ago.
Okay.
I let everybody know that I see that.
I'm like, ooh, something's going on, brothers.
I'm
something's
going to
happening.
investigate those tracks and smell them very carefully and see if they smell like Velociraptor.
Yeah,
Ooh,
give me
yeah,
that
get your-
roll,
get
and
your-
you can add +2 because you got hit to it.
Yeah. Get
I
your nose
got a
right in there.
13.
Yeah, there's something wrong with these tracks. They don't smell right at all.
Do they smell like human or they smell like another kind of dinosaur?
They kind of smell like human machine because they have that kind of like oily kind of like lubricant stuff around them and such.
This smells like human machines.
Really? That would be weird. So, how do we want to deal with? Because we don't have the information from Ugly Big Head yet, who wandered
Right.
off. So, normally, what I would say is, I have not had an interaction with this particular T-Rex because, and then Fourscar just tells me that I shouldn't have an interaction with it. Do we want to set up some sort of trap? Because I will gladly go and open to have a discussion with him, and then if it does not go well, run to the rest of the group.
Well,
I have
He's very
attempted.
fast.
I think we can come up with a better plan in terms of a trap.
The T-Rex I have attempted to talk to on multiple occasions. It does not seem to respond.
So if he wouldn't respond to you, then I'd definitely be food.
But if it's interested in food, let's make it think there is food here, or in a place of our choice. Let's set an ambush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
we've got
how are we going to set an ambush up?
mighty warrior people. We have our tactician present. Kulvar knows the lie of the land very well, so let's find maybe a clearing, somewhere where we have an advantage, where we can hide ourselves, and I will cast a spell that will mimic the sounds of a prey animal, and hopefully draw this beast towards us, to allow
Okay.
us to attack, subdue, however you want to proceed.
Sounds
I
good.
like it. I like your freaky weird ideas, Zarg. I like them a lot.
Would I need a second sneak roll to return, or can I come back?
Because I'll tell you what, I won't make you make a huge roll for it. Give me like say a 10 or better. I'm only going to make you do it though because the consequences of failure are going to be
Or big?
dire.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's why. Yeah.
I like that. It's not a big roll, but if you mess it up,
It's gonna be
9
good.
plus 7, 16.
You're good. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're like, and then you turn around and kind of make your way up the ridge. So you come up and join everybody in the ridge. I'm going to go, you know what, guys, I got to grab something from downstairs. My plug, my earphones are giving me crap. Keep talking and
Okay.
I will be right back. Talk
Cool.
plans.
All right,
I-
so
I-
you guys good with the ambush idea? I mean,
Yes,
yeah.
we should do an ambush. Should we? Is there a cliff nearby, Kovar?
I'm liking this.
My guy pops out of the brush to the side and says,
Ugly big head!
no,
Oh.
no. This is just the way I look. Don't worry about
right.
it. This is normal.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Scar.
I thought I would be used to it by now, but every time.
there's
Yeah,
something.
And then
There's
I
something
move
weird.
and freak you out.
There's something weird. Red blinky dot. I don't know. I don't know what it
Is
is.
that your
There's
name now, Red Blinky Dot?
I don't know what it is, but there's something weird on the back of his head.
Back of
Who's
the
that?
dinosaur's
Back
head,
of his
Four Scar.
ugly big
Man,
head.
boy,
Dinosaur.
Oh,
The
man,
big
that bump to
dinosaur
the
has
head
got
you took.
There's something weird. I don't know what it is, but this is not normal.
Okay. Well, if
What have you guys been planning?
we're thinking ambush, we're thinking of leading him into an ambush.
Always good. Always good. Always good.
And Zarg can cast a spell to mimic prey, so we don't need to get prey any other way. And so we're hoping that Kovar will find the spot, and then you do that thing you do where you figure stuff out, Mr. Big Head.
I'm not sure. He's not acting normal. There's something going on with this, and I just can't help but think that red blinky thing has something to do with it.
Can you get up on his back and take it off?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
I mean,
But I think if we could remove it somehow, even if we need to cut it off.
So we need
It
to find a
is-
spot for this plan, right?
Yes.
Kulvar,
Yes,
have
yes,
you got any
yes, yes.
ideas? Is there a clearing or maybe a cliff or some? Yeah.
Yeah, this is your area, Kovar. You absolutely know a good spot. There's
Yeah,
a place where there's a bunch of like standing rocks that you guys could all hide behind with a little bit of drop down. You know what I mean? Like it would give you guys a really good place to hide. It'd be almost ideal.
So is it like a cliff, like from his level, it goes down?
Yeah, it would be there like a drop off. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. I do know of a place in Culverland. There is tall rocks and a cliff face. If that is your plan, we can do that.
Is there a place for me to
do
hide,
you
brother?
think that
Plenty
I just need a
of
bush. I just need a
places.
bush.
We have rocks, even better than your bushes.
How about rocks and bushes? We talking rocks and bushes?
Now you're asking for too much.
There is foliage there. Okay.
Zarg, do
please.
you think that he will care about prey if he was attacking palm trees?
It's hard to know, isn't it?
Perhaps sound can draw him. I do have something very, very loud as I pull up my big gun from behind me.
Funnest day ever.
I like the idea of Zarg mimicking prey. He might just need to.
Which prey
Be
would
ready
I
to
be
mimic
best
something else.
to mimic, do you think?
Does
The-
a palm tree make
The palm tree
noise?
call. Yes, of course.
Yeah,
And
out
out
of the
of-
palm tree.
out of character, Brendan, what would I get away with ventriloquism wise as a velociraptor?
Can we mimic a palm tree?
He's coming back. It would
Oh,
appear
he's still
that
struggling with his audio.
Yeah.
At least I'm not going with the audio this time around.
So this is my plan. I have this spell that can mimic voices,
Can you hear me?
sounds,
Oh,
and
God, this is such
and stuff.
hey, we heard you, Brenda.
This is
We can
Can you
hear
hear
us.
us?
a technical nightmare week here at the old.
Can you hear us?
I can't
Nope.
hear you guys.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
All right, we'll keep
All right.
going.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
we
can hear
can hear
you. Yeah.
Okay. So we've got this
We
location.
could try
We've got
any
some
noise first.
Standing stones. Yeah, I mean, what sort of noise is going to attract
Oh
this beast?
no!
Oh,
That sounded dire.
the T-Rex is deaf. He can't hear us.
That would make our whole plan.
Now's our time.
So when
Quick, roll
Brendan comes
20s.
back, we tell him we've slayed the T-Rex, and what's
Yep.
next.
The funny thing is, I
we
made a
played
joke
through the
about
whole
rolling
encounter
20s.
without him.
I made a joke by rolling 20s, but then I did, so that's sad.
Oh, that's not sad. So I'm having issues here. I'm trying to fix them. I have to hang a wire over my neck and plug this in because that's how my life is.
But we can hear you now.
He can't hear
He
us.
can't
though.
hear us.
You just took his headphones off.
Do we want to wait until nighttime or daytime?
I don't think it matters. We can. I mean, the group can stealth pretty well.
Yeah.
There's that thing. I mean, I can summon dinosaurs. I can charm dinosaurs. But if that thing that you saw on the back of his neck is interfering in any way, shape, or form, like he's attacking a palm tree, then it doesn't seem like most of my abilities will work on said dinosaur.
I suspect that we could get him back to normal,
If we remove that device.
but he's a jerk normally.
But he,
So-
he might be a nicer jerk if we remove the
Yeah,
device.
no, I'm just saying.
T-Rexes
I hate
don't
to
have T-Rexes don't have a tendency of letting people climb on them.
Well, you
There
looking
is
at me
only
for,
one
Kovar.
answer, which is death.
I agree. I want to be the dude that takes down the Taker. I want all of you to be the dudes that take down the Taker.
That's why you bring Claudio. You know,
That's why he shows up to the party.
Yep.
Are you ready? Claudio versus the Taker.
so
I just want to feast on his corpse.
let me. All right, so we're gonna go to that spot that Talia knows. We're gonna hide back behind those rocks over there, and then we're gonna lure it in with a spell and try to hear it, like try to copy its voice.
That is our initial plan.
Okay.
So, but I do have a question before we continue with said plan of friends of mine. What do we do once we've got him in said clearing? I think we should probably determine what that particular course of. Yes, poor Scar. I understand. Murder.
Yes.
I shoot
Murder.
it. You
Okay.
scratch it.
All right, that sounds like a decent enough plan. Wounded enough to bring it down so that we might be able to remove the device, or are we removing him, period? Or do
Should
we
we-
kind of play it by ear?
See how he responds once we've immobilized him.
Okay, I like that. All right, I'm in. I just wanted to be clear on the plan.
Or that would be my recommendation. We've all eaten recently. We're a civilized dinosaur community.
I have always room for the flesh of the Taker.
All right, so you guys post up over there. We find our hiding spots. Kalvar is, a small bush. The rest of you are all hiding behind these sort of standing stones that are all around this area. Just so, imagine like a ring of kind of standing stones, and then like a few, maybe 20 feet beyond them, there's a drop off, like a 30-foot drop off down into kind of a little gully where there's like just weeds and rocks and such. Not much down there.
All right.
All right, so are you gonna Zarg? Are you gonna try once you guys post up there and get everybody set? Are you gonna try your spell?
Yeah, so I'm going to try a ventriloquism spell. I think I'm going to make the noise of a wounded. What would a T-Rex eat? I mean, we've just enjoyed some delicious Ankylosaurus, right?
Here's the thing about
And
being a
Brenda did
T-Rex,
say
right?
Stegosaurus steak was pretty good. So I think we're going to go for mimicking the sound of a wounded Stegosaurus. Okay?
Outstanding. Make that check, my friend.
And then please make that sound for us. We'd like to hear it.
It's sort of
That's legit.
That's what happens when I drink whiskey on stream. Sorry, guys. That's a 23 on the spell check.
Really?
Which is a short phrase to place within 30 feet and in line of sight. He can use his own voice, or he can simulate another voice or a noise that he has previously heard. For example, the caster can make the goblin captain appear to shout retreat. No, I'm definitely doing the wounded Stegosaurus, obviously. That's even better. That's more like a wounded Stegosaurus than the sound I just made. No visual manifestation, and listeners can receive no save. They automatically hear the noise from the point designated.
Outstanding. All right. So, all right. So you cast that spell up, and suddenly it's the most realistic wounded ankylosaur y'all have ever even thought about hearing and touching.
Made me hungry.
Yeah, really, exactly. Everyone's stomachs growling. Is that a
Considering
real
he was going for Stegosaurus, the fact that it came out as Ankylosaurus is very impressive.
Oh, did you say Stegosaurus? My bad. Having a problem. My headset.
Sure, we'll say that.
Yeah.
We'll roll with that.
Yeah. Calling this tech problem. Okay, so but as soon as you start making it, you hear this roar, and you start hearing this pounding as this thing starts making its way up towards y'all. And once again, this is most unlike the Taker. He is the canniest hunter that you know that is not an actual Velociraptor, you know? And that he's, you know, just coming in, rushing in headlong, obviously, is you know, one more sign of how strangely he's acting. So, yeah, like 2 minutes later, he burst into the ring of stones where you guys are all hiding and such, and just starts, like, you know, first, like, screaming at the air, and then, like, pawing at the ground, and then actually trying to, like, sort of, like, biting down at the ground. It's definitely the Taker. You can see where he's hurt. He's been hit a couple of times. There's a couple of rifle wounds in his side there where, you know, Kulvar, you know, had his initial negotiations didn't work out like he would have liked.
He's a jerk.
I mean, really. But that is what he's doing. So right now, he's there, like, in the midst of all of you and just, like, roaring and screaming. So what do y'all do?
Do we see the blinking light?
Yeah, now that Ugly Big Head's pointed it out, yeah, you can't miss it. Like, because he's like, "Ah, ah, ah," and like, yeah, sure enough, there's this blinking red thing on the back of his noggin. Hey, Garrod, to you, that looks like some kind of signal beacon on the back of his head. You've seen that kind of thing before. It's weird that it would mean who would put that kind of thing on a dinosaur, but you know.
I say to the group, he's either being tracked or they're doing something to him. Someone has tagged him. That's more than likely some sort of human tech. So we need to go ahead and we need to get that off of him.
I think he had some sort of hallucinogenic plant.
I mean, that's possible.
I know it. I know it in my heart.
So, how in the hell are we going to?
You seem to have a lot of experience. You seem to have a lot of experience in this area.
in
hallucinogens. You know it, Big Head.
I grabbed down my rifle. I was like, I can aim.
You know, I mean, you can definitely shoot it. You don't know if you're a good enough shot with it to actually to target that thing in the back of his head. But you know,
I can try.
One of the warriors, yeah, you can try. One of the warriors might try to rip it out. There's things, but you guys, however, it's the moment of truth. He's now standing amongst all of you. You guys are all around like 40 feet away from him. What do y'all do?
So you want to take your shot first, Kovar, and see how that goes, and then we break out into a fight and see who can try and knock that thing off of him at some way, in some point, or some way.
Yeah, because then at least we could maybe chase him off.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep. I stand. I kind of climb like on one of the rocks where I'm like behind it a little bit, but I can still see over, and then try my best with the rifle to shoot at it.
All right. Take your shot.
So it's there we go. All right, cool. That is going to be a 14.
Did you add the 2 from interacting with me?
Oh, then 16.
Yeah.
Take a 16. All right. All right. So roll me damage on that.
Damage. Hey, 12.
Nice. So like you know, you don't hit it in the blinking light, but you definitely hit this thing in the neck. It's, you know, you tag it. It roars like in pain and outrage. Turns around towards you, and it's going to charge. So let's roll some initiative as this thing gets ready to, is getting ready to bring the fight to Kulvar.
Question.
Uh-oh.
At 20 on initiative, y'all. That's my first 20 initiative in certainly in the quarantine. I don't know how far back that goes.
All right, I'm in for a 16.
Cool. All right, hold up.
This is not good.
16 for Gara.
I rolled a
Five.
16 as well.
Who rolled a 16 as well?
Claudio.
Claudio. What are y'all's agility scores?
I have a 12.
I have a 13. Wow. Well, I'm human, so that explains that.
13 as well.
Okay, Culvar, what'd you get?
I got 6 total.
Okay, Forscar.
5.
Okay, Ugly Big Head.
Oh, sorry. 19 with the agility bonus.
Cool. Okay, Zarg.
2.
Well, you know, Zarg.
Oh boy.
And batting cleanup, up. Zarg.
Unfortunate.
Nothing wrong with that. So it is going to go first. So it is going to jump up and try to bite Culvar. So since you have partial cover, so I'm going to give you a +2 mod on your armor class against this thing. It is going to leap up and try to bite you. And let's see, baboosh. It is actually going to roll a fumble on its first time. I'm glad that I got that got a 20 for the initiative and a fumble, because that's fun, right?
Yeah.
Do I
You're
have
gonna go
that
first,
luck
make an impression.
Every time we play game therapy, I swear.
See, usually as the player, I usually roll like crap, and then as the judge, it's like hot fire.
Is that right?
I actually play Cypher System because I don't have to roll dice.
There you go.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not
There you
gonna
go.
lie. I need to set that expectation like right
That's-
now.
Yeah.
That
Frank ran my
that's
first
fair,
game
Frank.
with the quarantine and saved my life this one day when I was gasping for a game. So it's gonna make a saving for a fall down.
Oh, please fall down. Please fall down. Please fall down.
Fall.
Oh heck no, my saves are amazing. So it kind of jumps almost runs up that rock that you're on a little bit like a cartoon character, like whoa, and then it nearly falls backwards, but it manages to right itself before it does. But now he's like eyeball to eyeball with you when he just roars so loud. It's like, and he is in your grill. But nope, he only has one action die. So that's so his Ugly Big Head is up. Ugly Big Head, I'm gonna need you to do something real magnificent here because I'm about to eat some of the Tyrannosaurus Rex otherwise.
Okay, so is there any clue as to who it's going to be, or is he just right in the middle and he's like, pick out which one he wants like popcorn?
He is looking at Culvar like you can imagine. Looks at Culvar, but he sees like a giant cheeseburger with eyes. It's like that kind of action. Like, what, me? You know?
Okay.
And eyebrows.
All right, so I'm going to go. Brother, sisters, move! He's coming around that way. Jump to your side, because like my role is, I guess my role is how much my QBing makes sense. Because a failed roll would be, that's what I think I'm going to say. I have this picture where the little X's and O's are moving just how they're supposed to, but a failed roll is going to be like, got big, oh my God, ah! So in my mind,
Let's stay away from that.
In my mind, it goes one way.
All right. So what did you get for your roll?
So +2. One ally receives a +2 bonus on the next attack. So I would say that who was almost about Kovar, right? Is about ready to be chomped. I managed to make some sense to Kovar, and so Kovar, it's an attack. It's like you don't really get protected from it, but you get maybe an idea of how to dodge under and get into the soft underbelly. Everybody else goes, huh?
All right, so yeah, Kulvar, you get a +1 hit on your next attack. That's a good opener.
No, +2 on the next attack.
Well, then all right, cool. So that is awesome. There you go, and it is Garah. You are up next.
Okay, so so he's looking. All right.
So imagine you guys are all in a circle. He's run up to one side, and he's right there. Ah! He's like this. Ah! So.
All right. So let's see. Are there any? When I look around, are there any smaller dinosaurs that may be able to? Well, not because they're not going to be able to remove that thing. I was going to try and see if something other than me could get up its back and attempt to remove it. But if it's a smaller dinosaur, it's probably not going to be. Can we tell how secure is it? Is it like strapped on? Is it like?
You can't really tell. Like I said, you can't really tell. It's evening, and the red light actually makes it harder. You know what I'm saying? All you can see is light. You know when it's flashing.
All right, then I'm gonna take a shot with my. I'm just gonna take a shot with my gun in that general area of the equipment.
Gotcha.
All right, so
and my ruling on shooting at Tyrannosaurus Rexes is they are so big that you don't have to worry about firing into a melee because you can always find something to target that isn't near anybody.
All right. Okay, so 15. My attack.
I like the fact that you have a rule for that, Brendan.
Oh yeah.
Pre-ready to go.
A rule for shooting a T-Rex.
Rule for shooting a T-Rex. All right, so let's see. My pistol.
I have rules for dating one too. Just ask after the game.
That's awesome.
Thanks, I've been looking.
I've been looking.
Image of this like kind of bashful T-Rex, like.
Where's the Thinkosaurus?
Oh.
I am at a 17.
Outstanding.
Plus my +2 for the pistol.
Yeah. Boom. You blast on it. Give me some damage.
All right. So it is a D8. It says 100, 200, 300. Is that the range modifier?
That's your range. So.
All right. So I'm up close. Oh, 8.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Outstanding. Yeah, that's fantastic. Boom. So yeah, you hit this thing kind of in its flank. It is still it's still up. I mean, it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh yeah.
But you definitely did some damage. It's kind of bleeding from over there. It looks mad. But that's when Claudio, the music is playing. Are you ready to dance?
Yeah. I have a question.
I'm ready.
So this Tyrannosaurus Rex has been screaming and making noise. Now I'm assuming that us Velociraptors were able to communicate and we're talk to one another.
Yes.
Does the T-Rex have a language that we understand? Is it saying anything?
Every once in a while he says no or go away, but mostly he's yelling.
I feel bad now.
Yeah, this is like a common predator.
No.
Stop feeling bad. He is in my lands.
So it's not enough to detract me from doing what I gotta do. So Claudio is going to. I can jump 10 feet in the air. Is that enough for me to reach this
from off the rock?
If I do like a bounce off a rock.
First of all, give me a luck check, and we'll see if you're close enough because we don't have a map here. So give me a luck check.
We roll an under.
D20 roll under. Yes.
All right. Yeah, I rolled a 9. I got a 13 for
outstanding.
luck. So.
Okay, so yeah, he is close enough where you could clamber up your rock and jump up and get to that thing if you wanted to go for it.
Cool. I am gonna jump off. I'm gonna sprint, jump off a rock, and do a Velociraptor karate kick, right at and try to knock off this blinking light.
All right, go ahead and do it.
If he was smaller, I totally would have did that. But
but a regular karate kick, because
exactly.
You send the pawns.
I rolled a 19.
No, that's a hit.
19, and then the D die was a 3. So,
there it is.
Yep.
22.
So this is. I have rules for this too. So first of all, double checking your character sheet. Do you crit on a 19?
I rolled an 18.
Dirty 19. Dirty 19. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So
Sorry.
you definitely give him the claw. All right, and then roll your damage.
Alrighty.
P.S. Dirty 19 is also the name of my new ska band. I called that. None of you can.
I thought that was the
That's
title
gonna
of your
be-
Tyrannosaurus dating book.
Oh,
Wow. That's a
we
six
lost
karate,
him. You,
6 karate kick damage.
6 points of rock and roll karate kick damage. So
Mm-hmm.
here is what happens on that 3. So like you hit that thing, and once you actually have your bottom paw on that, sorry, I'm having a math problem. You can definitely feel it's definitely metal and some of that weird substance that humans use. So you are now sure that if this is psychedelic plant, it's the best psychedelic plant you've ever even heard of. Off the charts, okay? But what happens is you hit it and it kind of like unlodges, just like you do it enough for it to unlodge for a second, and like Culvar, where you were up in front of it, like for a moment, its eyes kind of cross, and he's like, "What the what?" He's gonna make a saving throw. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, he's still like ready to he can still go next round. He can still do his thing, but like he hesitated for a moment there, as if hitting that did something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Does it
So
feel
where
like
did,
did he jostle it loose at all, or did
He jostled it loose a little bit, but it kind of like imagine he kind of like cranked it, but it didn't it's not permanently out. You had a question, Frank?
No, I was gonna ask, where did Claudio land after he
Yeah.
kicked said thing?
Yeah, am I
that's a
still
good question.
hanging on? Am I hanging
No.
on, or am I?
I'll tell you what, make me a luck check, okay? If you make it, you land fine. If you fail, you're gonna eat it. And if you get a 1 on your luck check, you slide down his back like Fred Flintstone.
Oh,
I didn't get the 1, but I did. I rolled a 7.
Yeah, so he kind of kicks it and then does like this pretty Velociraptor flip. Wah! I'm like, so you're
Yeah, I
actually
definitely
right
do.
next to the next round, landing on your feet. And like if you like there's a stone just to your left, and if you look at the top of that stone, you see Culvar up on top of that rock. So you're right there
Okay.
in that like little grouping up there now. And that was some dinosaur karate. Thank you very much, Claudio. And it's time for Culvar. So Culvar, you can go now. And you have a mod from some good tactics.
Yeah. I'm going to attempt to slide down the side of the rock so I'm not on top of it.
Gotcha.
you're trying to be less of a yummy target? Is that what you're going for?
a little
Fair.
bit, a little bit of
fair.
a less of a target. And just go shoot my gun upwards towards his face.
All right, gotcha. So, all right, you're gonna slide down the rock there.
I'm trying to go off to the side, not straight down the front. Close
No,
to
no.
the-
like not directly.
May
into
I
your
clarify?
yeah. The thing is, though, you're technically moving out of combat. Okay, so what I
Okay.
want is an agility check, but you have kind of cover too. So give me an agility check. If you give me a 13 or better, he's not going to get a free shot on you for sliding past.
That's gonna be a 17.
Yeah, so he does not take his freebie shot. He goes for it, he snaps at the air, but he doesn't actually get you. You slide down there, and now you are like shoulder to shoulder with
Yeah,
Claude.
I'm gonna action pose it, and as I'm sliding, shoot him.
Oh, I love it.
We don't half-ass anything around here. That's not how we
No.
roll.
Not
Nope,
not
gotta
Sky
happen.
Lake. Sky Lake, that's not how we do it. All right.
I
You
hate
got a question, Ugly Big Head?
Yes. So I hate to take us out of the narrative because it's so good, but is this just a house rule about like an attack of opportunity, or is this something that's
That's in the book, yo. We're running out of. If you move out of combat range in melee, they get a free melee shot on you.
Okay. All right. I got to remember that one for next time. Thank you. Just for running stuff, I got to remember that one.
I got you. All right, so you slide down, take your slide by shot and that actually winds up being Ugly Big Head thing. Jump to the side and shoot while you're going down. You're like, hell yeah.
Direction.
Yeah.
That seems weird, but okay.
Well, drop my dice everywhere. So excited. That is a 17. As
Oh
well.
yeah. Xiao Yun Fat as a Velociraptor. Coming off the top there. Give me some damage.
That's
Oh yeah. And we're gonna go with a 9.
You miss. I can do math. Almost.
Feet dig into the dirt as I land. Like, hey, I feel cool.
That's fantastic.
I am
For a
that
land
damn
here?
cool.
And it is now Forscar and then Zarg. So Forscar, you're actually a little ways away, and man, I can tell you just look mad. What are you gonna do?
I am going to run, and if he's facing away from me, I'd like to run up his tail and back like Fred Flintstone, the opposite direction, and just run straight up to the thing and see if I can just scoop this thing off its back.
Yeah.
And if I can't hit it with one claw, I'm just gonna claw bite the blinking light as I run up, just
Yeah,
and rip it out of him.
And your deed is going to be to try to rip that thing.
Yep.
All right, so then I got what you're going for. So I do need a strength check for you to run up the side of him.
Okay.
To pull it up. So give me a 13 or better strength check.
All right, let's start with that. No problem. 14.
You got it. Running back up the dinosaur, that's technically called a Mr. Slate. Just throwing it out there.
Yep, there you go.
It's first thing in the morning, he's like, get up there. You guys get gold bricks, get to work. So,
all right. Mr. Slate.
go ahead and that's awesome. Give me three attacks. So you roll a D14, D14, D14. Roll your D die once. Add your result to all the attacks plus your strength mod.
Okay,
Damn.
so I got.
I'm glad I took the easy character. I just shoot stuff.
I got a 3 on the deed, and then total attack, including the deed, and my +2 of 13, 16, and 6.
Okay, the 16 is going to hit. And on a 3 on your deed against that. So give me that damage to the one attack.
Okay. That is 7.
7. Okay, so here comes that save again. Yeah, he is going to. He once again. You see him kind of hesitate a moment, like like something happens to him, but he's still, he's still like having this. You know what I'm saying? He's still. Sorry, 7. All right, cool. I'm good at math.
And I'm trying to stay holding on to this thing and
Oh, you want to be up there? Oh, okay. Give me a strength check to hang on.
All right. That is a 13.
Yeah, you feel like spending 2 points of luck there?
Nah, not yet. We'll get there.
Yeah, you will. Oh, you know what? You're going to get some ground right now. Give me an agility check to not eat it on the ground as you fling yourself up.
That's a 16.
Is he close enough that I can give him some ally roll bonus?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I'm probably around 2. So
If you want to drop a point, I'll give you another one.
Okay, and I'll take one from Gura, maybe.
So I give 2 +2 to rolls involving dinosaurs. So my dinosaur.
No, those are just for you. Those are just for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Then never mind. Then I
have like
Okay.
a halfling-esque ability.
Okay.
with my personality.
I will burn a point of luck and take one from Kolvar to stay on his back then.
Yep.
You skip off it. All right. So you do not eat it in the sand, which was looking like a possibility for a minute there. All right. So that's fantastic. Fight continues. It's going to be Zarg, last but not least.
Zarg is using his natural premonition to try and figure out how best to act. Seeing Forscar bravely wrestling and seeing his other colleagues leaping on and off this foul beast, I got a 13, which predicts the creature's next action and gives me a +2 on my next roll against the creature.
Okay. So as insane as it is acting, you are certain that it is getting ready to turn around and try to bite. I'm going to roll random right now to figure it out. It's either going to be Claudio, Kolvar, or Forscar.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still mad. You're certain he's still mad at Kolvar after attacking him twice in a row. Like you're positive. So
Okay.
That's getting ready to happen. So
Get away from me, you dinosaur.
Well, Zarg's not really brave enough or fast enough to intercede physically. But I guess I'm not moving, so can I'll use that ability and cast?
Yeah, that's a move action, so you can cast a spell.
Okay. In that case, have some magic missile. Have some good old fashioned.
I've always wanted
with
to
my
imagine a
+2,
Velociraptor
that makes
casting
that
magic
a-
missile.
I'm going to burn a point of luck as well.
All right.
Which gives me one missile, which will deal 3 points of damage. Wow, get me.
Not
Aimed at a single
Not your-
target, aimed at the head. Line of sight, never miss, blocked by certain magic.
all right. So, just like the die roll said, he's gonna bring his giant head down and try to bite Talia. Wow, well, that's a 29.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah,
I hide.
So,
Does he even see him?
Though you can't see me, Mr. Friedman.
oh boy.
That sounded like a lot of dice.
Yeah, I didn't like that sound.
Yeah, they did. It sounded
Very
kind of
heavy
rough now.
sound.
Yeah, it was pretty. It's pretty substantial too. Let's just say that if we were making up characters, I'd have 2 good stats here right now.
No.
You're going to take 32 points of damage.
Oh no.
Mess out of you.
Well, as a Velociraptor with only 21 hit points of the damage.
Yeah, you all see Kolvar just like bites us and like leaves his hella scar on Kolvar. Really puts the hurt on him. So yeah, Kolvar still up, still doing it, but well, no, 0. You're
Yeah,
still-
no, I'm gone. I'm 21 is my hit points.
Yeah, all right. So y'all see Kolvar falls. But the fight continues, and it's still vulnerable, and it's time for Ugly Big Head to do something wonderful.
So there's still. Who's hanging on?
Nobody's hanging on.
Nobody's hanging on.
No, I'm hanging on. I,
Oh,
Kolvar's
Kolvar's
gonna
still
hang
up
on to
there.
That's what I
life for
thought.
2 more rounds. Is that what you mean?
no, I got eye on his back and used the luck to stay on there. Right, so.
Oh,
Right.
that's right. Oh yeah, 4 scars still on its back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're close to the red dot, right?
I am. In fact, I am
So-
holding on to it with my little teeth.
Yeah. It's making a noise. Now that your face is on it, you can feel it vibrating in your ear side things. It's like
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so. All right. So, I'm gonna try and yell at him that I could see a place where. Don't attack it. There's a place where you can pry it up. There's leverage. Use leverage, dummy. Use leverage. So,
you can roll.
I'm gonna try and give Forscar help on this
You got it.
with direction of because I mean, he's got Smog's little tender spot right there in my mind. So, no effect.
No effect this time. He's
Leverage.
Like, what?
No, I was wrong. I was wrong about leverage. It's not about leverage. It's about just breaking that thing. It has nothing to do with leverage. There's
If I could talk right now, I'd be like, "You get up here and use leverage."
yeah.
Okay. Also, this round, Ugly Big Head. Please also maybe your surprise, your intelligence roll, and add your surprise, your modifier against surprise on there too, please.
Uh-oh.
19.
19. Nice. So while all this else is going on, you kind of you're always watching for incoming enemies. You look up and you see something hovering in the air, maybe 100 feet up, and it's got tiny little lights on it, but it's just kind of like hovering there over the battle at this point.
That's what's watching us do our thing.
Yeah,
I would
so
assume that since I yelled at him and I was checking, I probably can't tell that's pushing my turn a little bit there.
to tell what.
My party members, or it's up to you. I mean, my first chance that you determine narratively that my character would be able
Let's
to
say
be
at the beginning of your you've already done some talking, so let's say at the beginning of your next round.
okay, yeah. So
Because of free action. All right, cool. All right, so but even that was awesome. That's time for Gara to do something.
So is Kolvar down? Is he dead? Can he be stabilized?
You can run over there and make your healing check to try to stabilize Kolvar this round.
All right, I'm going to use my healing ability. Let's just forget the whole trying to stabilize. I'm gonna try and heal him.
Here's the deal. So your healing ability actually takes time. You can't really do it in combat.
Oh yeah. It's not okay. Then I'm gonna try and stabilize.
To stabilize them so that they're.
All right. Okay. So the check is. Doesn't say. It just tells me to roll. I guess I add
3. I want to say it is, if I recall, but it's something like that.
13.
Yeah, that's enough to. So yeah, Kulvar, you are still unconscious, but you are not dying. You are just there and stabilized.
So I see him go. I see him grab Kovar and just rip him and then throw him to the ground, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. So I just grab my stuff and I run over and I roll him over and I'm like, okay, well, that one's bleeding more than the other one, so I'll then grab the. Well, that's not any. All right, so I managed to bad.
Kovar land was closed for business, guys.
Yeah, so y'all see Garal in the face of this Tyrannosaurus Rex that just ripped up Kovar. Y'all see some true valor as Garal runs over there. Is like, excuse me. And just puts a slap patch on that thing, just a patch of mud, slaps it on there, stops the bleeding. It's real, true heroism. Y'all see it. It's amazing. And the fight continues. It's time for Claudio.
All right. Amidst the chaos and whatnot, I'm gonna try to grab a clump of dirt or something, and I want to try to blind this guy, and make an attack if I can.
Blinding attack, yeah. So you're gonna throw it, yeah. Gotcha.
I'm just gonna do the one attack. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, really. Just make your attack roll and add your D die.
Okay. The attack roll is a 15, and the D die is a 3.
3. All right. I will say that is going to give him a minus to hit for 1 round. You hit him in the eye with a bunch of dirt, and he's like, ugh! And, so nice move. That's going to definitely slow him down for next.
We need all the help we can get.
Right? Tyrannosaurus Rex. He's I used to have this great Walmart shirt that said T-Rex, Jurassic Bad Boy, with a picture of Tyrannosaurus Rex. You ever really just miss a T-shirt?
Always.
Yeah.
Miss that shirt.
Yeah.
Always.
Do we have clothes? Do the dinosaurs wear clothes in this world?
No. Kulvar kind of wears like a holster belt thing, but you guys don't wear clothes. Are weird to you, and you never wear armor. It's like a second. You call it a second skin. Dinosaurs never wear armor.
If dinosaurs wore clothes, you could just channel that T-shirt onto the T-Rex, and you could kind of still have a little bit of that in your heart.
It would have never left.
That's raw. How's he gonna get that on, Enoch? You cold, man. That's cold.
It's just hanging by a strip on his back.
Can someone help
So
me?
like a scarf right around the neck.
Yeah. I give an
That's legit.
Sure. I mean,
He's got some class, He's been to Walmart.
Reducing our great big bad guy to wearing an ascot, and
he was already fighting a palm tree.
He did lose some street cred on that, didn't he?
Make an excellent point. So he is going to get a minus for 1 round, and it's time for Kulvar to be unconscious for 1 round. And Forscar.
I'm doing it very well.
He's better than any. Still looks like a plant. They were just distracting him.
Yeah.
Okay, Forscar, it's time for you to do your magical thing. So so you've already got it, okay?
Yep.
So you can give me just a regular D20 attack roll, add your D die, and try to yank this thing out of this foolish thing's head.
Okay, I only got a 2 on the deed die, but just doing the one yank, I got a total with the deed of 19.
You want to add some luck points to your D die?
Yeah, I'll burn 1 luck to the deed to hit the 3 and get this thing off of him. 2? Okay, here we go. If it wasn't my mortal enemy, I wouldn't do this, but it is my mortal enemy.
Mortal enemy!
So that just means when you yank it off, you just got to be like, and now I'm going to take this thing off. Oh.
Yes. So yes, I will get the deed all the way up to get down there and.
So yeah, with a 5 on that, you rip that thing right out of the back of this thing's head, and you kind of fall back. Once again, give me that agility check as you now tumble 20 feet to the ground.
Natural 20.
And then like it's the album cover. Forrest Garland's like it's and like what he does, you have this thing in your mouth. It is the size of like a belaying pin. It's like this long. It's got all of these little spikes. Like you can see where it must have gone in, and then the spikes must have expanded to make it like really, really hard to get out. Roll me your bite damage too. You definitely messed him up. Ripping that thing out did extra damage. So roll me your bite damage.
Ooh, that's only 5.
All right, and then
well, actually, that because it was a 5 on the deed with the luck, right? So that'll be 7 then.
All right, cool. So, no, easy math. All right, so you rip that thing out, and like Orlando with his jaws, I'm like, all of a sudden he his whole aspect changes. He kind of like snaps back into whatever's going on, and he looks over at you, and then like he's like, Cloud Lake, leave me alone. I'm not bothering you. I'm not in your territory. Leave me alone. Ow, why does my neck hurt? Ah, did I get shot?
Actually, yeah,
People
you got
have gone
shot
too
a
far,
lot.
he says.
Like we shot you a little bit, and then somebody else shot you too.
Are we
You
out
lie.
of,
You're on Coverland.
are we out of combat?
I mean, you tell me. Are we still going, or y'all? And he's talking as you rip that thing out, and he speaks for the first time. Really speaks.
I mean, before that thing that I've seen gets away, this is not in character. Before that thing gets away, I want to try and take a shot at it with. Is it close enough that I can get it with a javelin throw?
No, it's wanting a rifle shot, or a So
And
it's
our person and our person with the rifle is a puddle, right? Or was almost.
I'm waking up slowly.
Okay.
Hold on a minute, javelin. Yeah, it's just outside of javelin range. It's just too far away. But you can kind of yell out. Garah's got a gun. Garah can take a shoot. What are you, 100, 200, 300?
Yeah, 100, 200,
Yeah,
300.
so Garah's in short range for it. So,
Okay, so I mean, I yell that, look at that thing. I think it's been controlling him. Get it before it gets away.
I'll tell you what. Make your roll. Let's give you like your tactics check for to help him out. So,
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I direct Gra and 15 plus 2.
I'll
Get it.
take it.
Yeah, plus 2.
Let's see. That's not going to be that impressive. That's only a 10.
Yeah, 10. So you kind of fire at this thing. It's far, it's dark. You did your best, but whatever. But like now that you see it, like it kind of like scooshes away and like starts heading northeast, and you are sure it's a drone.
Yeah, you remember that? I'm thinking that scene from Empire, right? Empire Strikes Back, where they try to get the Imperial drone. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, hey
Bummer.
Zard, y'all
Bummer.
see Zard go over to Kulvar and pour something down Kulvar's throat. What's that get them?
1d8 plus 1.
So you start at 0, take a die 8 plus 1. You get a healing potion. You'll take it.
Oh,
All right.
healing potion. I thought we were already drinking celebratorily.
I am at 5 hit points.
Woo!
I mean, I got another one if you need it, but
It's 10 dino bucks to get in.
So after I'm shot and I look down and I see Kovar coming around, then I look up to see what Taker's doing.
Taker is okay. Well, all right. So you see that thing flying away. Taker is like standing there. Like at first he was really mad because he really did think that you were in his territory. He is taking a really careful look at the stars, and he is like. Then he looks down at you, and he realizes at this point he is in violation of y'all's understanding of territory. And he's like, and you're armed with the teeth, guns. He's already bleeding. And he's like, I do not know what happened or why I'm here, Cloud Lake.
I step forward and I'm like, what is the last thing you remember, Taker? And I sort of give the all right, nobody shoot him, and then I look at Four Scar and I'm like, you special.
And I'm just like
Especially
still
you.
shaking this red thing in my mouth. Like,
I'll deal with that in a second.
Yeah, you still have that thing. It's all bloody. It's like, you know.
yeah,
So,
just dripping.
So he's like, he kind of thinks, and he's like, I was asleep, and I heard a sound, and I got up, and then I had this pain. It was terrible pain. Oh, he's like, I think I'm bleeding in the back of the head too. What
Don't
the
even worry
heck?
about that. I'm sure you'll be fine. That'll heal. And I try to not let him look over at Four Scar, who's got this thing that's going on.
Yeah,
I'm like,
He-
were you in your territory sleeping?
I was, and I smelled something I've only
Smell?
smelled very rarely. Man,
What is it?
it was like not like you, not a man like this one, but like a man from the city.
Did you not know you're entering Kolvar land? Did you not see the signs? There's literally a sign over there. 10 Dino Buck entry.
Look
You
at
can
Kovar.
His eyes like,
I look at Kovar. I'm like, I'm working, dude. Give me a second.
Yeah, but this is I'm working too. I have to make money.
all right, I don't know
He
exactly
almost-
what a dino buck is, but
He almost ate you. Can we
Yeah.
work this
I
out?
know.
in a second?
And now there's insurance charges.
he's like, I smelled man, and that's what happened. I am going to leave this territory and return to my own now. This is not I'm not trying to start trouble with Sky Lake. No trouble, Sky Lake.
All right.
We're coming for you, Taker. We're coming for you.
Oh yeah? I'm coming for your ankylosauruses. Yum! And then he turns around and his head's out of there like and just hauls.
Not my ankylosauruses.
Gotta keep
that
the
was-
rivalry.
You catch him, I'll eat him. See ya. See ya.
Isn't it more?
I asked you all to help me kill it, and it's still here.
But he is running back to his territory, like in the direction of where. Well, you don't know if it's his territory or not. He's definitely running away from your territory, though.
Gotcha.
I say, the Velociraptor fake tracks that we saw. Who saw those? We got a little preoccupied.
Yeah,
Yeah, Claudio.
I saw those.
Can you track those?
Oh
Can
yeah.
you figure out where they were? Track them back to wherever the hell they came from?
Can I assist him in tracking, or am I better off just making my own roll,
You
Brendan?
absolutely can. Both of y'all make a roll. Add your tracking modifier. The highest number is the actor, and if the other one gets a 10 or better, they give them a +1.
Oh,
All right, I got a 18 total.
18, and what'd you get there, Claudio?
I got a unnatural 20.
Oh yeah, it's a 21. Yeah, no problem. You know what? It's so regular that even if you lose it for a few yards, you find it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you know, it's a very strange set of tracks. But it's at this point it's night, but like you can you track them for a while. They're heading north somewhere up past they're headed up north into the mountains, which means you are going to have to cross through the territory of another Velociraptor tribe. And that would be Soap Mountain. So Soap Mountain are your nearest neighbors. They are north of you. You're like, it seems like both the thing that was flying in the air, what Gara believes is a drone, and the tracks are both headed in that same direction, towards the mountains and where you will have to pass Soap Mountain.
what is our relationship with that other tribe? What kind of terms are we on with them? How offended will they be if they catch us in their territory?
There is an etiquette to it. Okay, in times way past, like your grandparents told the stories of there were wars and skirmishes over territory, but like you guys eventually decided there's a river. Once you cross that river, you're in their area. Once you're south of it, you're in your area. So as long as you go in there and you give them a whistle and you let them know that you're there.
Okay.
As long as you guys do it right, it's okay. You're not even really hunting rivals anymore. Like every couple of years, like you all get together, like all the nearby tribes get together because young ones need to meet new young ones. Do all that. So you and Soap Mountain are on decent relations.
Cool. All right.
As
so,
a trader, do I have any relations?
Oh no, they hate you, but they all hate exiles. They're not.
It makes sense. Makes sense. I hate them too.
Yeah, but the McPhersons who live over in this town near the nearest human settlement, they're great. They always have ammo, and
The humans like to trade with me.
Yeah, they think they're cool.
I'll do whatever it is we need to do socially to let them know, like catch their scouts, be like, hey, and also ask them if they've seen anything weird going on moving through their territory.
You got it.
Can I retcon slightly? Maybe not retcon, but I mean, I of course would want to take the thing, the tech. I assume it's tech with me.
Or
have we traveled way too far for that?
No,
I mean,
Forscar still has it in his mouth.
Okay.
Forscar has not let go of this thing.
Forscar, drop it. That's up to you. Tim. Does your character drop it? Is he willing to give it up?
I'll drop it. I've got my vengeance.
Called on it enough.
It was the only thing keeping me from chasing after Forscar or after Taker.
Yeah.
Okay, so have I been exposed to technology before?
A bit.
Can I poke at this thing and try and figure something out as we travel?
Sure. Let's say we travel for a few hours. Okay.
While we're doing that, go ahead.
This was kind of a broad thing that I was going to do as we engaged in travel. As we did the scene wipe, my guy, you see him playing with this as we're all traveling together. Do that when you think, but then we'll see if I can get anything out of this.
Sure.
But before we left, I wanted to say that that's what I would like to be doing while we're traveling, but not to the point where I'm 100% distracted. It's up to you how you want to roll.
Ugly big head. I have a base. I'm very good at technology. I've been around humans for a while, and so I can take a look too. If you want a second opinion.
Y'all can stop and work together when you guys do stop the camp.
I have a base tech level 2. I don't know what that all gives me.
Okay.
And how bad are you wounded, Kolvar? Did the healing potion put you back to...
I am extremely in pain.
All right, I'm going to go ahead, since we've got time, I'm also going to go ahead and make my check.
Make your roll.
All right, so let's see.
That sound.
That's not good. Yeah.
Don't put your finger there.
That's the hard part.
That's pretty much what just happened. Yeah. So that's gonna be a natural 1. I get +2. So I failed. I can't help you. Not only did I not help you, but I also cannot attempt to help you for the rest of the day.
In that case, Zarg is going to slip Kulvar discreetly, not wanting to embarrass the human, but I'm going to discreetly slip Kulvar another healing potion. Just make out he's helping you, because you know how these humans get upset. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, and then did you have something else you wanted? You wanted to heal them. Okay, gotcha. So that night around the campfire, while y'all all working this out, you guys can make a check. So here it goes. If you're going to work on it, Ugly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to metagame this too much, but I mean, he's really trying to figure it out. I don't know how you want to do it, but it sounds. I heard you say you have the word tech in there, but I mean, I'm really going to put my brain into figuring out what's going on here. So, however you want to rule this. I mean, is there a number one person that's being helped by the other?
Okay, so if it was tech level 1 or 2, say a regular pistol, okay, Kolvar could just pick that up and go, oh yeah, it's a gun. I got 3 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Both of you, this is higher than tech level 2, so you will both need to make a roll for it. So it won't, and because it's a higher than that, it actually won't matter that much. So you may as well make that roll because of higher intelligence.
Can I spend 2 of my intelligence for a 1d4 roll for each of them, or can I only do 1? I have this.
Points. You can burn as many points as you want. They come
Okay.
back at a rate of 2 per day.
2 per day. Okay, so I'm gonna burn 2, make an intelligence roll. You can see me, Talia. You can see me thinking real hard on it, and like poke it at it. I'm being relatively careful for a dinosaur, you know. But I'm open to the idea of you being over my shoulder, going, no. You want to? I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Am I taking it apart? I don't know.
Okay, I see what we're going for. So, Culver, you can make an intelligence roll as well. Try to get a 10 or better, or whoever gets the high roll will be the actor. 10 or better gives a +1 to the high roll.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your total with everything for Ugly Big Head?
3. Wait. 2. So I got 5 bonus from my intelligence burning.
Okay.
And then I still get my intelligence bonus to an intelligence roll, right?
Modifier, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. 5. Okay. Okay, so I rolled 9. I got a 10 with my bonus, +5, 15.
Okay, 15 with a +1 for Culver's aid is a total of a 16. So here it goes. You it takes some real brain working, but you are positive that whatever human implanted this inside that dinosaur, this is what was making him go insane. This was deliberately put into their body, and that the only point of it was to keep an eye on where his movements were, and also to disrupt his regular like patterns and such. You put it up to the back of your head, and you kind of feel a little crazy yourself. You know what I mean? So you kind of figure it out. Whatever actor put this into the taker, it was done deliberately in order to make them act crazy.
I always knew wrestling was fake.
And since I already suspected this, all this means is I succeeded in a jerk roll where I can say to everybody else, "I told you so."
I'm
Or
glad
now
we
I
gonna do
really
it
know,
anyway.
so I can like go. I'm telling everybody else what it does, and he's kind of annoying to everybody else. But
You are the brainy Smurf of the Sky Lake.
yes, exactly.
Like I said, you were going to tell us anywye, but now you actually have some evidence to back it up.
Yeah. Gotcha. So yeah, you are certain that you are on the right track. So that's what happens. That next morning, you guys get it together and you start making your way. And when you guys get it, as you said, when y'all get into the Soap Mountain territory, you all everyone gives a whistle. You guys wait, and sure enough, a little bit later, 1 second, up comes a welcoming party from the Sky Lake Raptors all show up. Okay, so their leader is Kara. She is up there with them, along with it's Kara, their leader, who's there with a couple of their warriors. So when I say warriors, they're not warriors like y'all are warriors. Like that's their job, but like the thing about Soap Mountain is Soap Mountain has these giant, big, fat rats, like an infestation of them. Okay, there's no dishonor in it. You know what I mean? All flesh is there to be eaten, but like they do not have to hunt real hard, ever. So like they're just, you guys are way, thicker. Mm-hmm. There's more of them, but you guys are better. And they kind of come over and they're like, Kara is like, well, we have a visit from our cousins from the south. Welcome to Sky Lake. To what do we owe the honor?
We're passing through. We're following what we suspect are humans, pretending to be raptors, and using tech to attempt to control dinosaurs.
Wow. Well, you know how I feel about humans, Garrock.
They're tastier than rats, right?
I look at her and I'm like, I know.
Look, she says,
Get a room.
He says, listen, all right, I wouldn't say this if there were any humans around, but I'm sick of they keep encroaching from the north, and if they're giving you grief, they're giving me grief. And anything that Soap Mountain can do to help, we're welcome to help. And
you said they're encroaching. Is there a particular area that you spotted more humans than normal?
They've been coming over the mountain. They've been coming over the passes. And there's a name I hear. we have scouts too. He says, kind of giving Culvar like the eye, like we have people keeping an eye on people. And there's a name.
You've never seen me.
Oh, no, but we smell everything.
Come on back to me, girl. All right, what's this name? Come on back to me, baby.
To be continued. So he says, she says, no, but there's a name that my scouts have heard that we have to be careful of. One of them is called Carcer, and like when she says Carcer, like Garad, that makes your it makes your blood boil. It's like a memory from back in the day. Carcer is the most decorated Confederate scout. He is like just a straight psycho. Hates dinosaurs, hates people, and is like really clever, really effective, and has been very hard to there's been a thorn in the side of the Union for 2 decades.
He's in the area, you think?
Oh yes, yeah. I believe that they've made a new camp up north over the mountains. I want him gone.
That may be to everybody's advantage.
It would be to everyone's advantage. We would be very grateful should we find them disappeared, say.
If they keep sending dinosaurs to my land, I'm gonna get very angry.
I say, all right. Can you direct us in the right path, or have a scout lead us into the area that they've been encroaching, so we don't wander around your territory too wide?
Absolutely. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna send Silver with you, and he'll guide the way. Silver, scout for them and do your best. So like Silver the Velociraptor is gonna come along with y'all. Who, sure enough, for a Velociraptor is got a very metallic sheen in their scales. It's a little weird. So fast forwarding a little bit as Tempest Fusion. So like, you like basically get up at the top of the mountains. And he says, this is where I saw lights one time. Let's wait here until dark and you'll see them too. So you guys wait until twilight. And yeah, sure enough, down in the jungle, like the jungle gets really, really thick on this side, on the north side of the mountains. And on this side of the mountains, yeah, sure enough, you can see like lights all over this one area. And then you guys see an actual, like it's a super rare sighting. One of the humans, so the humans aren't from your planet. The humans have come from another planet and have been like making things here. One of their planet hopping ships you see come down out of the sky and kind of land this area off to your north there. You can totally spot where it is from here. And Silver's like, that's it. That's where we see them.
Are there feral humans like Talia's? Kovar? Are there like feral humans, or are all humans like tuned in to being space travelers? Do you know what I mean? Like, have the humans come down and then there's been wild humans?
Oh, the only wild human is Gara, who has gone full native.
Okay.
But you've heard stories that others have, but yeah, mostly that's the very rare exception. Someone that comes to Dinosaur Planet, realizes it for the paradise that it is, and ingratiates himself into the society there.
Are these aren't the people that I've been trading with, right?
No, the guys you trade are actually off to the west, and they're actually the Union guys. They're the
Gotcha.
Union.
Gotcha. These are the opposing side.
Yeah, the Confederates are shoot on sight guys with dinosaurs, and they capture dinosaurs at, like you hear stories all the time, Kulvar, about how they're steady capturing dinosaurs and for purposes unknown.
Okay. So we know where. All right. So we figured out where they're at. How big is the force that we're looking down on right now?
I mean, it's as big as like you're only about down the mountain. You're about like a 3-hour hike. You're very fast. So you're about 3 hour to get over to where they are. You could be there by 10 p.m. say.
And can we tell what the size of the force is that we're looking at? I mean, we see these giant ships come down out of the sky.
Yeah, you see lights. You know that one of those ships, what you saw there was what they call a scout courier. That scout courier probably could hold, I mean, if it has 0 cargo, which is extremely likely for a planet hopper, it could hold maybe 6 humans for a while. Mostly they're two operators plus cargo mostly.
Okay. All right. So, we have dealt with. So I look at the group. I'm like, all right. So what do we want to do? What do you guys think? We know where they're at, and we know this is sort of their base of operation, and this is sort of where they're moving out of. What do we want to do? This is not our territory, so I mean, thoughts?
Kara said that we could deal with this.
Oh,
She gave
Silver's like,
permission.
look, this is the edge of our territory. We don't go any farther than that. We don't even usually go to the top of the mountain. So we stay on Soap Mountain, and we don't. But yeah, those humans don't like them.
These
Well,
guys
what
are
is our
bad
goal?
news.
Say again.
What is our goal? Are we just
Well-
trying?
Go ahead.
Are we trying to run them out, or are we trying to stop what is happening? What do we want to do?
Well, we know that the humans are now responsible, more than likely responsible for the dinosaur tracking. We're pretty territorial, so I mean, if they're not really messing with us, it's your territory he came into, but he's gone. So I'm good with knowing where they're at and keeping an eye on them, see if they do anything else. But other than that, I don't see us traipsing down into their camp and laying smackdown.
What if they send more of these messed up dinosaur enemies?
That could be
Exactly.
a problem.
Four Scar's right. Four Scar's right.
Sometimes I forget that Claudio is even there until we're talking about whooping ass. He didn't say anything, and then suddenly he's like, "Can we fight?" Oh, snap!
Oh, that's right. You're here.
Do we want to go down
I'd
and
like-
investigate then? See if we can figure
I would-
out.
I would like to articulate an opinion. If these
Aye.
bad mamma jammas were able to get Taker, they're gonna send somebody even worse and badder. So we got to take them out before they take out our pals, right, Silver? Silver knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And I give Silver like a claw high five,
A tail slap.
Yeah.
tail slap. There you go.
What does everyone else think? For Scar.
Well,
I think we cannot afford to have Taker or others affected by these humans, but are we sure these humans are the ones that did it?
Well, you're still following those tracks, and those tracks still head in that direction.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Silver if
Silver, we've been following some super freaky, weird tracks. Have you seen any of these types of tracks?
No, I'm not much of a tracker, really. I mean, you know how it is. Those rats, you just see them. They run around the rocks. You eat 5, you're good.
I'm not trying to push my luck here, but is there any way to eyeball the tech? I mean, we're talking about it, and I've still got the tech. Is there any? Is tech kind of consistently the same? Like, you know, if you're playing spacefaring game, you know, your Eldar tech looks different than your Orc tech. Blah blah blah. Is there any way of telling from what we've got? And can I see that flying thing? Is that flying thing parked anywhere
You
around?
saw the flying thing. You're not really sure. It was too far away. If you got up close to it, you know, it would have let's put it this way. If you got up close to it, Gara could read what it said on its tail. You know, read the numbers on it, and would probably be able to tell you exactly where it came from. The piece that you have here, the blinking thing, that doesn't seem, you know, doesn't seem regulation. Let's put it that way. This is more of a device.
Okay.
I had a thought. If it's blinking, is it still blinking?
Yes.
No. Oh,
If it's blinking and it was tracking the dinosaur, do they know where we are right now?
oh shoot.
Absolutely not.
Hey, everyone,
No way.
everybody give me an intelligence check. Everyone give me the roll.
That look in Brendan's
You can
face
add,
was like,
ugly
that needs to get
dickhead, add
clipped.
your surprise mod.
I got a 17.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, y'all look up, and yeah, sure enough, he's way high up now, but that drone still hovering above.
That was probably the best moment of any game. The look on Brennan's face, like son of a bitch.
Someone needs to clip that out on Twitch.
Yeah,
Like, that
that's
is
gonna need to be pointed out.
Is it still blinking?
That was epically amazing. As a GM, when you're like, and my super secret is out, and now other shit is about to happen. That was.
I appreciate that y'all are clever and asked. Well done.
So they know that we're here.
Well, someone knows.
Like,
We
I'm
don't know
still
if these are the
thinking
same
it's.
people or not.
I still think that it's. I rolled really poorly. I'm like,
It's purely coincidental that the drone in the air.
Let's give it to Silva and have him go back.
Put us on the rat, Silver.
Good idea.
I'm like, for me, really?
Put it on a rat.
A rat. Okay. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna eat it.
No.
Thanks, guys. Hey, he's like Sky Lake. Thanks a lot. Goodbye, exile. So he takes this thing, and yeah, sure enough, he starts making his way down the mountain. You all see that drone is like, and starts heading off and like following him as he makes his way back towards camp.
I get a
So
feeling
with that thing moving,
we're
did
never
we
gonna
notice-
see him again.
I fear we might, under their control, however.
I think it's gonna get renamed from Silk Mountain to X Mountain.
Right?
Yeah,
That was
left.
comical. That was rather epic. I'm glad someone figured that out before we wandered into space trying to be all sneaky. We're like, all right, they don't know we're here. They're like, should we tell them? No.
I'm gonna tell him.
No, y'all did a good job. Y'all, that was a good. And now it's like literally this drone is like, we're headed south. We're following.
So, when that thing starts to move, do we notice anything coming this way? Any other movement? Anything?
No, the only thing you see is the drone kind of heading like back in the direction towards Soap Mountain as he's going, but that's the only thing you see.
All right. We want to continue?
Let's keep tracking.
Now,
carefully.
is there any advantage? They already know, right? Is there any advantage to me sneak? Like this is.
Well, I think we left.
Yes, they think we
Yeah.
left. So
We also
now we
don't know
can
if it's
sneak
the
all
same
we
group.
want to.
Okay.
You want to sneak ahead, Big Ugly?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and scout ahead. Scout,
Okay.
like kind of point scout instead of like get far out
Yeah.
ahead, get a little bit, and then.
Before
see
we
what I can
do
do.
so, perhaps we should discuss what we want to achieve. Do we want to go in and stop the machine that is controlling these, or what?
Or what?
It's a good
We
point.
can't attack the entire encampment. There's only 6 of us.
Right. So I think we go and get information, see what happens, see what's going on, sort of scout out with the plan of not starting a fight, Claude. Force guard.
I don't know why you're looking like right at me.
I see
My
these
enemy
eyes.
ran off.
Oh my gosh. All right.
So that's the plan. Sneak in, scout out, get some information, see if we can figure out what's going on, and hopefully not engage in fighting. So that we're very clear, we are going to engage in fighting. I'd just like to say that that is not our goal. But we know this shit is going to break down.
We'll just blame it on the Silk Mountain.
I'm okay with that.
Ooh, that's cold. That's real cold.
Exactly. That's why I'm exiled.
I think Kalvar would say the same if he was with the Silk Mountains about us.
That's right. That's why I'm exiled. Go ahead. You say
Yes, that is right.
You get it.
all right. So
That's our
y'all are
plan.
gonna creep down there
Yes.
with Ugly Big Head scouting just a little ways ahead. So y'all are staying like far enough behind him to not affect his stealth, and you guys are gonna make your way towards their encampment. Am I right?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. So
Sure that sounds way easier than this is going to be, right? We understand that, right? we all
Yeah.
recognize that.
It's gonna go bad.
I'm already almost dead.
We'll see. We'll see. So you guys are you guys? So you're gonna go this very night. You're gonna head off.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you guys start making your way down there with you out in front. Ugly, go ahead and give me that intelligence check and add your surprise bonus on top of that.
Okay. Has it been 24 or is my intelligence down from the burn that I did before?
Oh yeah, you actually you guys rested that one night, so
That's what I thought.
you get back 2 points of intelligence. Culver gets back a hit point. Did anybody else get injured?
No. Nope.
There's 5 hit points on my side. That's all I got. I have a health potion, but I'm holding on to it.
But I'll tell you what, that I guess it's that same. No, this is the next day. So if you want to, Garak can give one more chance to heal before you head off.
Come on, Gara. This time, don't stick that there.
Okay. Let's see. How does burning luck points work?
All right, I'm gonna give him some personality points.
How many points
Please
do you
help
need?
me.
So I am down. Let's see. I rolled a 5. I get 2 to my roll, so I'm at a 7.
He needs 5
I'm at
points.
Huh?
He needs 5 points to get a minimum result.
Yes.
You want to burn 5, Culver?
Yeah.
All right. And that'll get you back.
Well-
How many? That gets you back 1 dice.
2 dice for
Dice for dinosaurs. I got you.
Yep.
So, am I spending any personality for it?
Yeah, that 5. Yeah,
Okay.
we need a total of 5, right?
5 points. Yeah.
So I can drop if I can give 3 because I screwed this up. If you want to give me 2.
That's fine. We'll do that.
Cool. So for the exile gets a die 10 hit points per level, so you get back 2 die 10.
Okay, so do I roll those or?
Yeah, you roll them up. You get back 2 die 10 hit points from the healing check.
Sweet.
As you might imagine, I don't think it's a good idea for me to participate in the rolling of your die in any way.
You really
No.
did have raw duck.
No, I'll take care of it. It's all right.
I'm okay with that.
There we go. All right. That brings me back up to full. We're doing it.
Well, outstanding. Great. All right. So on the way there, so we heal before we leave, and then we head off. And then Enoch's got a question.
So you're wanting me to roll my intelligence versus surprise as opposed to my sneak, correct? Is that correct?
We're not there with sneak yet. Yeah.
Okay. 16 plus 2. Wait, is this so since I have +1 intelligence, right? Is surprise check? I rolled a 16. I have a +2 on surprise, and then I have a +1 for intelligence.
Yeah, 2 for your modifier, +1 for your intelligence, for a total of 19.
19. Yes.
Cool.
Sorry.
Which is great. So you're creeping along out ahead of everybody, and then you got to stop because you see up in the tree, you see what's obviously like a security camera up there. It's like focusing down on the path to the jungle that y'all are taking. It's got a little blinking light on it. It's human tech. You're sure of it.
But we didn't come out into the clearing where they could see us yet, right? I caught it
you
before.
got it with that 19. You caught it plenty of time. You don't. It's not really even pointing at you.
Right.
But if you had kept going, you would have gone across its field of vision eventually.
I pause and I tell my fellow peeps what's going on here.
All right.
Should we attack Gara?
Well, we keep moving that way. That camera will see us, and if that sees us, then they'll know that we're here. They probably already know what our force was. So, we can go around. We could take out the camera, which may send out a crew to investigate, and then we can wipe out the crew that they send out to investigate.
We do need to remember that you are human. If we need to talk, you might be a good option.
He would need some gear because right now.
Fuck.
I look at you and I'm like,
he's literally got like dinosaur skin everything on, and crazy beard and
I mean, I could probably go with, hey, I got lost and I've been trapped and wander in the desert or wander in the jungle lost for a long time.
If you go naked, you could just be crazy.
I mean,
they'll never know.
Did we decide if this is a Union or Confederate?
Confederate.
Area?
It's
It
a
is
Confederate area.
Okay.
You know what? Can somebody climb up there and take that camera out without being seen?
Doesn't
Or
someone have a
move
javelin?
Just move it a little bit.
just like the guy watching you just see the claw, like what the heck?
Like, actually,
Well,
that's a
Claudio
really
is pretty
idea.
good with the karate jump. He could just go ding ding ding.
Just point it
there.
upwards.
Yeah.
Tilt
keep
it
pointing
upwards.
up.
If somebody made me a really good stealth roll, very easy climb check.
I could climb up.
Just shove it out of the way. Yes.
I could probably climb up there and do this. This is
Get it.
Give me that stealth roll.
This is in his wheelhouse. 11 plus 7. No,
18, yeah.
plus dex, right? Agility, right? So
That's built in. Your dex is built into that 7.
okay, so 7, 18.
Yeah, you absolutely stealth up there. And once again, maybe a very easy climb check, like a DC 5 strength check, just because the consequences of failure are going to be just intense.
9 plus 1, or minus 1, because he's weak. 8.
Eight. Yeah, no problem. You do it. It's not, you're
Okay.
like you watching him is excruciating. You guys are like, just. But he finally gets up there. And are you going to shove it or knock it out, or just what's the plan? What do we do when you get there?
Point it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them like come by, and I'm gonna point it up, and then have it like
Then point it back down.
yeah, as soon as they run, so it feels like it's glitchy if you're watching it. Like you ever see the movie where there's the guy who's sitting there, the security guard, he always like taps the screen and it goes back to normal. Yeah.
I'm feeling that. I'm definitely feeling that.
Yeah, that's great.
It was the win.
Go.
Nice move. Okay, so yeah, so you move that up. Everybody creeps by. You kind of shake it a couple of times, and y'all continue on your way. So you finally get up very close. So now go ahead and give me that stealth check, please, for Enoch, as you guys get close there.
Sorry.
Go ahead and you get you're now inside the perimeter. So I want you to give me a stealth check as you actually get up close to where they are. You know what I'm saying?
14, 7, 21.
Okay, great. So with you guys, with the rest of the gang hanging back a little bit, the rest of y'all make your way, like you make your way up there. So here's what you come across. So you see a place where you see a couple of buildings, like little tiny outbuildings that are obviously sort of like, prefab, slapped together buildings. There's 2 of those, okay? There's a very, very, very big tent, okay? Kind of like, imagine them in a triangle, building, big tent. On the one side of the tent is a kind of an area where they cleared a lot of jungle out. And there are a total of 2 of those spaceships that have sat down, that are like sitting down there. So like 2 of those little scout couriers are there in that grant. They've got lights strung in the trees here. So the whole place is lit up, even though it's like 10 o'clock at night. You smell dinosaurs, like a lot of dinosaurs. Oh, one more thing. In the middle, so the triangle, building, tent makes a triangle. In the middle of that, you see something weird up there that you can't quite identify its purpose. There is, it's like a platform, okay? There's a ladder going up to the platform and a ramp on the other side going up to the platform. It's got a raised back, some lights that are sort of focusing down, so like they would be focused on the platform itself. There's electrical wires that are running to it from one of the buildings, and it's lit up too, like the rest of the place is lit up.
Which of the buildings is the wire heading into?
One of them, they're fairly identical to you, but we'll call it the one on the left.
Sure.
And is the smell of the dinosaurs coming from the tent, as opposed to the ship?
Yeah, you think so?
Something's going on. Something weird.
They're putting those red blinky things on dinosaurs in that tent. That's what they're doing.
I think, yeah, absolutely. We gotta stop it. Only we can stop it. It's a conspiracy.
If there is multiple dinosaurs, perhaps freeing them could cause some mayhem.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
as Kovar is saying that, I'm like,
We could take out the lights in the same way that Big Ugly Head, Ugly Big Head. Which is the most important part of that, ugly or big? Ugly Big
Come back
Head.
to me.
Just like
Force Star,
Ugly
come
Big
back.
Head.
objectively
Just like you took out the
or
camera.
subjectively.
He does that all the time. Got to come back to me, man.
The abbreviation. He thinks it's cool if you call him UBH. He says, "Call me UBH." And everybody else is like, "Oh God."
I'm
Ugly.
never gonna call you that. Ever.
My nickname. Everybody calls me that. Nobody calls you that. Right?
I'll just call you ugly.
It's just time to break the party. Like, take out the light with one group.
All right, time out. Look, there's a lot of lights. There are lights strung all around the trees. The
Okay.
two buildings have lights in front of them. The tent's got one light up on kind of a pole. And
So I look around. And I'm like, all right, they've got to be power in this some sort of way. Like, I'm like, where's the power supply? Where's the generator? I'm like, man, this is so uncomfortable to be this
Yeah.
close to this
Right.
madness.
Give me an intelligence check.
This is why we bring
Guys,
Garah.
get better.
He thinks of things.
I'm
thinks like a
warming up a
human.
little bit. Not a lot though, really. That is a 9.
I need 10 better.
All right. So, go ahead and burn another luck point.
Burn a luck point. You got it. So, as you look around, you see the one outbuilding that has the wires that are running up to the whatever that platform thing is in the middle of the area. But now that you look, it looks like all of the wires are coming out of the back of that place, and it looks like that one. That's probably where the generator is.
All right.
What
So,
if-
Go ahead.
I was thinking, if we free the dinosaurs and turn off the lights, if Zog could put even more sounds around of dinosaurs running amok, we could just send this whole place into a frenzy.
That could work.
Perhaps scare them enough to leave.
that's a solid plan. So I tell everybody, I'm like, so you see all those wires, the cord things, that's going to be power that powers everything else around here. We need to take that out because you guys can all smell and do your dinosaur thing and continue to track and fight in the dark. I just will listen for the screams and not be part of that part.
Do we see any sort of human activity around here? Is there any sort of
Well, do you
movement?
sit and wait for a while, or do you?
that's what I was going to get at was sort of maybe we sit
Yeah.
here and just sort of
You want to sit patiently and watch for a minute.
I'm like
So here's what, so
like,
get that,
ooh.
eventually, you see one human comes out of that tent, and he kind of yells to the one guy in human, which Kolvar and Gara speak human, and you hear him come out, and he's like, okay, I think we got that last one is ready to go. We can put 3 up there right now and get started, and then do the rest of them the next time if you want to, or if you want me to keep, want me to put any more of them in harness. And somebody comes out of, not the building with the generator, but the other one. He kind of comes out, he lights up the cigarette, and he's like, I wouldn't mind making some money tonight. Why don't we go ahead and get started tonight, and then we'll bring the rest of them out for next time. All right, great, sure. And he's like, and then he kind of wanders over to one of the ships, and he kind of bangs on the side of one of the spaceships, like, all right, guys, we're going to start here in about half an hour, so, go on and get ready. And sure enough, two guys come out of the one ship, two guys come out of the other ship, and they sort of like wander up there. And now the 5 of them are there just kind of talking. The one that came out of the tent the first time is back inside that tent.
Okay.
And they're all in there just like, so the 5 of them are kind of milling about. There are cigarettes. There's some low talk. You can see them clearly. They're all humans. They're all armed. They've got some kind of Kulvar, you and Garak can both tell they've got like what looks to be some kind of body armor on. And they're out there, John.
All right. Okay. So
Could if we to get this to shut down the power, is this something that would be needed, or could I go in? Could I try and sneak in and booby trap and have Zarg watch to cast the chaos spell, or does somebody buff need to go in there and tear it up?
Well, the problem being is that it's probably not going to be as easy as pressing a button to release them all. So we're not sure what's in there.
Yeah, so we're going to have to sneak into the tent that has the dinosaurs in it and figure out how they're contained? Is that what you're thinking, Kovar?
Yes, see how that's contained. Perhaps maybe make a signal if someone wants to try cut out the lights when things go crazy.
Okay. All right. So,
You want us to shout like a cool word?
Slim
so
Jim.
not. Not just Slim Jim. That was epic and good times.
All right, so all right, cool. If I'm hearing this right, somebody is going to creep over to the room, the building with the generator in it, while everybody else sneaks around to the other tent.
So, I would probably, because I'd be the one who probably I'd probably be able to turn it off. It's probably going to have some signs and stuff in human that I'd probably be able to sort of at least figure out how to disable it and shut it off. I'd like someone to go with me who's more of a kill people type. It never hurts for me to have someone go with me.
And could break it if all goes wrong.
And if all else fails, break it. So somebody will go with me, and then everybody else sneak into the other tent. And if we hear anything like screaming, then we come back together.
I will go with you, Garai. Claudio can go to the tent.
What's the most important part for me to do to kind of guide us through to not be busted? Who should I go with? I mean, what's most important? Go with
probably
you or
the
go
larger
with
group.
Yeah,
probably
sir.
the larger group, because you
Tent
can
group.
guide the larger group. If me and Forscar get into position, once we're into position, we don't need to do anything until it's time to shut the power. And what's going to be our cue to shut the power?
The word, the one that Claudio mentioned. Were you not listening, Garai? It's pretty clear.
You're right. Yeah. Somehow I find that word is probably going to be the screaming and gnawing of humans, but I'm okay with that. I've accepted that as something that just happens. So that's our plan.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Never gonna get used to that. Let's do it. All right.
So Garah, who's going with you to the generator building?
Forscar.
Forscar, gotcha. So the two of y'all make me a very easy stealth check. So D20, add your agility modifier. You want to give me a really just a 10 or better. It's right there. And it's what
Woo, okay. 12. I'm gonna go ahead and have 2 points of wiggle room by getting a 12.
Beautiful.
I'm okay with that.
And Forscar, how'd you do?
I got a 12 as well, but it was a very dirty
All right,
12.
You guys creep up and get there real quiet. The other 4 of y'all, go ahead and give me a 15 or better, because to creep into the other tent, like you guys should actually have to walk through like some of their areas. So 15 or better for everybody else. D20, add your agility modifier.
Nope.
16.
I got a 14, so I'll burn a point of luck to
All right.
to get to the 15.
Okay. Ugly. You got a 2 for Zarg, really? Oh, man.
Sorry, guys. Don't
Cast
go
your
burning up.
ventriloquism spell now, please.
So Zarg is making his way up around that tent there, and yeah, like all of a sudden y'all all hear this.
Fuck.
And it's like you look down and you've got a beer can stuck on one of your feet, and it's like you're trying to get it off, and every time he steps, it makes another noise.
Filthy humans.
I immediately hide.
Everybody, I'll give you 1 round to give a hide check. If you want to give me another stealth check to hide out there.
I'm just gonna disappear. I'm just gonna be like, bye.
Run out.
An unnatural 20.
Yeah, everyone's lost track of Culver. Anybody else? Are you going to Zarg? Are you going to stay put, or are you going to hide as well?
I'm going to try. I mean, if I can kick this thing off my foot.
You can give it a shot. Yeah, you got to give me a really high hide roll though, because you are making noise every step.
I'm probably just making more noise now, to be honest. That was a 9. That was an 8, even.
Oh yeah, it's
I'm gonna
terrible.
wait. Well,
So,
I was gonna wait and see what Zarg did. I'm not gonna leave him there, so
I'm
I'll
just calling it down on me, you know.
so you're just going to stay there, like whatever.
Yeah. Tell you what I'm
I'm
going to do.
gonna
I am going to bless Claudio for standing by me with the power of my patron, the Pteranodon.
Gotcha.
So can I make that now?
Yeah.
Or?
Go ahead, do it now. And at this point, yeah, go ahead.
So I take it same spell check. Bless. Where the hell are you? So yeah, Claudio, you receive a bonus of +1 to all attack rolls for 1 turn,
10 minutes.
assuming it goes south into combat.
Well, here's what happens. Okay, you make that sound
As you
like
clump around with a beer can on your foot, I really don't see this going any way other than south.
This is Hare Krishna dance.
We might get a little bit further before it went south.
Hopefully, 1 turn. You know, it will all happen and be done and dusted within 1 turn, and that +1 bonus will serve you well.
Gotcha. So the tent flap opens out in front. Okay, Ugly Big Head and Kulvar have completely are dashed into the jungle and are hiding there and such. Zarg and Claudio are just standing there. The tent opens up. This human comes out, literally holding half a hot dog. He's like, he steps out. He's face to face with y'all, and he screams. And that's going to be the word. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. D20, add some mods for me.
So I look at 4 when I hear the clumping sound of the beer can, and then I hear the scream of the dude, and I'm like, I mean, it could have taken longer.
13 for me.
The best part is he's still got the beer can on his toe.
No, it's going to be comedy. A lot of smashing and thumping of people with a beer can attached to his foot.
Who
We're
got
gonna
a
start calling Zarg beer can dude.
Okay, Claudio, what'd you get for initiative?
13 as well.
13 for Claudio.
I'm
Okay,
also
Bruce, what you
13. Also
You got a 13 for Zarg?
No modifier.
All right, and who has the high agility out of Zarg and Claw?
No 0.
I have a 12.
I have a 10. So
All right, so Zarg goes second. Okay, Forscar, what'd you get?
11.
11 for Forscar. Gara, what'd you get?
17, 18.
18 for Gara. And Kulvar.
I moved my die. I think it was 14. I don't remember.
I think that's what I heard, yeah. And last but not least, Ugly Big Head.
19.
Okay, so you actually tied. with them. And my policy is players tie with the monsters, players go first. Or in this case, they actually, I said monsters and I meant it. Okay. So Ugly Big Head's going to go first, then the Confederates, then Garra, Culver, Claudio. P.S. Your memoir should be called I, Claudio. Just if you don't if you don't jump on that, you are leaving something on the table, my friend. Claudio,
Hi,
Zarg,
Claudio.
and then Forscar last. So Ugly, what you're gonna do? You are hiding in the jungle. You can see where Zarg and Claw are standing there face to face with a Confederate with half a hot dog, who's screaming now for help.
Eat the hot dog. Get that fucking beer can off your foot. Hey, you. Tactics roll. So I'm trying to like fully quarterback everybody here, but
Take a roll.
Too much information. I got an 8 plus 3 is 11, and that's the top end of the no effect window.
Okay, not gonna work out.
It's just
All
all fucking babble nothing.
Gotcha. Yeah, you make some noise heading and such, but that is it. It is their turn. So the guy who has just come out of the tent, he is going to go ahead and draw his pistol and fire it on 1, 2, 3 Zarg, 4, 5, 6 Claudio. He likes Claudio. He draws. He fires. Going to get a dirty 20, and that is going to be. Oh crap! All right, I'm re-rolling. I had one fall into the dark crevasse there, so I'm re-rolling my dice here.
Are they down with your headphones?
Harsh.
And my hopes for an Emmy.
Too soon.
They're all
too
down
soon.
there in the dark down there. So you're gonna take 7 points of damage. You get shot in the right in the center of mass by this guy. The rest of them, like a siren goes off somewhere. Y'all hear as it revs up. You see from where you are, you see 4 of them are kind of rushing up from the spaceships, and a couple of them are like getting their guns together and everything. And one more steps out of the other building. So there's a total of 6 players on the board right now.
The one that stepped out of the other building, is he near where we're hiding at to attempt to grab the power?
Yeah, you're like right around the corner. Like you see him. Let's put it this way: he's within 60 feet, which is a movement action for Forscar. So Forscar could get to him in 1.
Does he look like that important guy who was smoking?
Yeah, it's the important guy who was smoking.
I look at Forscar and I'm like, hurt him, don't kill him.
Forscar's great at that kind of thing. Seriously. So that is what happens.
Dead,
so
but I told him anyway.
At the end of this round, and that's it. It is Garra. It is your turn first.
All right. So I have Charm, Summon, Dinosaur.
Okay.
Animal Peer. How close do they need to be? Can I sense them, detect them? Do I need to see them first?
You do not. You can. It's going to work like a spell. Essentially, imagine this: you're going to do your Tarzan yell. We're going to make a roll, and we're going to see how many dinosaurs show up if you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, too: you can do what's called spellburn. Essentially, it's not technically spellburn, but it's spellburn. You can burn points of your strength, endurance, and agility down and add them to your roll. But you have to declare that before the die check if you want to.
All right. You said strength, agility, or what?
Stamina.
Those do heal back.
Yeah, they heal
at
back
a single one per
but
day. I mean, it's kind of something you do as a swan song of an adventure. Well,
you mean like if you have 40 minutes left before Mark and his game?
Yeah, I was just gonna say now might be the time.
yeah.
Going to I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to do my because I know that there's dinosaurs in that tent. We know that there's dinosaurs in that tent, so I'm gonna see how many I can pull.
Are you doing any spellburn?
Yes.
How many points?
I'm gonna spell burn 2 from strength.
Okay.
And 1 from agility.
Okay, +3. So go ahead, make your normal check, and then add an additional 3 on top of that.
14.
14. So that's going to be 1 dinosaur with 2 hit dice or 2 with 1 hit dice. So like, I'll say for 2 hit dice, you can get another like a regular Velociraptor, like a non-war, like a decent
Regular.
one.
I'm gonna call for. We need numbers, so I'm gonna go for 2 1-hit dice. So I step out and I let out my yell.
Yeah.
And I call for 2 1-hit die dinosaurs to come to my aid.
Gotcha. So what you get, I don't remember what they're called, but 2 of those little guys that spit poison, like we saw from Jurassic Park.
Oh,
Those
the
itty-bitty things are like, with the
Dilophosaurus?
grills. What are they called?
Dilophosaurus?
The Dilophosaurus. You know what? They are tonight.
This game needs
I mean,
like a 10-year-old.
Little
10-year-olds
chompies.
for some reason know all these names. Like
I used to know my dinosaurs way better than I do now. Stars too. All right, so these guys, they come just charging up, and like they're coming out of the jungle. And are you commanding them to attack?
Yes.
All right. And are you pointing towards the 4 guys coming out of the spaceship, or the 4 guys coming out of the spaceship? Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
So they're going to charge that round. So yeah, this round, go ahead and give me their attacks will be a +1 to hit.
Those are compies,
they're
by
going
the
to
way.
die 6 damage if they hit. And I'll say, these guys have that. They can, have it's not a great chance. They only have 1 hit die, but they can make a spit roll to try to spit poison. And if it gets them, it'll like be a dex minus.
Roll dice, one for each guy.
2 bites. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
13 and an 11.
Neither of those are going to hit.
Okay.
The 2 of them kind of leap on the one guy who's like, yeah.
Hey, that's one less dude we're fighting.
Yeah, and he's like having to deal with that. That was fantastic. All right, so it's time for Kulvar. Kulvar, you are hidden successfully in the jungle outside the big tent. What are you going to do?
I'm going to circle around the back of the tent and see if there's another entrance that I can kind of like look into.
You know what? If you go around to the back, you can kind of like just put your head under the flap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I will say moving back there and wriggling under the flap will be your whole action, though.
Yep.
Okay. So when you do that, you have this moment of like complete shock. Okay. So sure enough, you see there's a lab with all kinds of human tech equipment all over the place, including this great big oversized table with kind of a hydraulic press that you can kind of like lift the table up or down, so like right in the middle. All these lights are over it, and like medical doodads all around the outside. There's a giant, there are like 2 big toolboxes there. Standing against the one wall, you see there are 6 velociraptors. You don't recognize them. If they're from a tribe, they're not one that you know. But standing next to them is a full-on ankylosaur. But here's the thing: that ankylosaur has been completely kitted out by the humans for war. It's got armor plate on. It's got kind of a rack across its shoulder, and the rack's got guns and all these lights over it. And he's got some kind of like red laser eye thing, or like a lens over one of his eyes. All of those dinosaurs are standing there completely stock still right now, like just staring. Even with the siren, even with the noise, even with everything
Taint
else.
right. Taint natural.
Taint. So there's 6 plus the ankylosaur standing there.
Is there a blinky light thing?
You can only if it does, it's in the back of their heads because they're all like from where you are here. You can only see them from the front.
Cool. All right, I'll have ideas for later.
Okay, that is what you see. It is time for Claudio. What up?
All right. I'm going to the guy that was chomping on the hot dog. I want to do like a tailspin. I want to do a tailspin and knock him off of his feet, and then I want to attack him 3 times and try to slash out his throat.
Okay, so you're gonna go for him 3 times, and your deed is gonna be to go to knock him over.
Yep.
All right, cool. So D14, D14, D14. Add your deed die to all 3 and your mod.
Okay, that's a miss. First one was a 5. That's not going to hit.
Nope.
Second one, and the deed's a 2, so it's not going to go off. So the second one I rolled is a 14, 15, 16 with the blessing. And the last one is a 12, 13, 14.
So the second one, that 14 hits as well. So you hit twice with those.
Okay.
Is that a claw and a bite, or 2 claws, or how'd that work out?
I will do a claw and a bite. So the claw does
Figure out 40 times.
3, 4. The claw does 5.
Okay.
And the bite does 10.
So that total of 15?
Yes.
Yeah. So that goes very poorly for the young man. You sort of like jump up and bite him, and as he's reeling back from that, you claw him across his midsection. He is still alive, but he is like in, complete agony. He drops his hot dog. He's screaming, ah! Blood spurting. Well done. That's Claudio doing what he does best, and that's when Zarg the shaman gets involved. Zarg, this is right in front of you. Y'all are shoulder to shoulder still. Oh, hey, speaking of which, Claude, you remember to add your bless modifier to that, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
All right, just making sure. All right, Zarg, it is your turn. What you gonna do?
Well, Zarg was like, obviously stunned by his ineptitude for a second there, and he saw that he got a whiff of that tasty hot dog, and oof. You got to remember it's half midnight here, so I'm not really role playing. And he's going to snap aiming for the hot dog, but hoping to get the chomp down. That is that's a 10.
10's gonna miss, but you get the hot dog though. No.
All right. Mission accomplished.
You know what? Whatever else about these humans, they know how to eat mustard. Who knew? It's amazing.
I knew, but I'm human.
You snap that up. Fight continues. It is time for, last but not least, Forscar.
Okay, so I have spent another 2 points of luck to get my deed up to 4. I am going to charge the guy who came out of the power tent. Just charge him full blast, claw bite, and I got 16 on claw 1, 12 on claw 2, and 18 on bite.
1 claw and a bite hit. Roll me damage, and you're going to bowl him over. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, he's definitely going down on the floor.
Okay, 16 points of damage.
Yeah, that's All right, so you run over there and charge. You hit him, rip him, and he falls down. He's like, ah! Also in the throes of all of this, looking bad. Okay, so it is Ugly Big Head. Oh yeah, Ugly Big Head. Did I miss anybody? No. Ugly Big Head goes, and then it's them.
So I am kind of like in the tree line, which is not that far away. I'm watching the scene play out here. Is it possible for me to, because it's the type of character he is, but I don't mean to be pushing it too much, but can I make an intelligence and cunning roll and try and figure out exactly who, I want to make it, I see these badass guys just shredding everything, but I want to make a cunning tactical strike on the person that I think might have the biggest impact if they were removed from the battle. Who is?
You want an intelligence check to see who is the key guy.
That I want to try and make a land, because I'm not a badass. I can't go shredding through everybody, but I can make a targeted strike if it's successful.
So yeah, go ahead and give me that tactics or your give me an intelligence roll.
I'm gonna burn 2 is what I'm gonna do. Perfect. So 18 plus 2 is 19. 21, 25.
That's fantastic. Okay, you are confident that the guy who just got his hot dog ate up, okay?
Yeah.
That he sounded like it's when the other guy gave him commands. You're sure that this is the guy that knows that can command the dinosaurs inside there. And you figure whatever else happens, like he is the guy that can make that happen. And if those dinosaurs get involved in this fight, it's going to be an extremely different battle.
Now, I would like to. My lance is 30, 60, 90. Where are we at?
Lance?
Do I need.
Javelin.
Or javelin. Lance.
I'm like, wow, he's
for
good
you.
adjusted.
Get on another Velociraptor.
Oh,
Yeah.
we need some
Wait,
dinosaur
1 second, guys.
jousting.
1 second, guys.
Javelin.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jousting dinosaurs next week. Man, just keep rolling.
He's
keep
good.
rolling.
It's another thing that Brenda will soon have rules for.
Okay.
Plus 2 for the charge, double damage, and then they got a roar. And no, I'm kidding. Okay, yeah. So so what are you gonna do?
I want. Well, what did we? 30, 60, 90.
Oh, you want to throw a javelin? Oh yeah, by all means.
Well,
No.
if I want to rush in, if I have to. How far away is this guy from me? Just
He's not far. He's like 10 feet. Well, the problem is though, if you miss that javelin, you have a chance of hitting either Zard or Claudio. Claudio's already wounded.
So in other words, it might be easier for you to charge in and stab him or approach and stab him as opposed to throwing the javelin.
yeah, but I have a strength 1. I mean, my guy
Well, He's
my
right there in front of the tent as well. Like he's standing in front of the flap to it.
If you
My guy
charge,
is-
you can get a +2.
Oh.
but I'm still my guy just is
We've got 29 minutes, little.
okay. And I have no backstab, right? I mean, okay, I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna try and throw this.
There you go.
Just do it.
Backstab.
Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna turn this adventure right around.
19
There you go.
There we go.
plus 1. Oh wait, no, plus 2. 21.
21. Outstanding. Give me some damage.
2.
2.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what any of that attack mod stuff means.
You did 2 points of damage. 2 points of damage. All right. So he is still up. You hit him with that javelin, but he is still, up and doing. So we're gonna move down. The fight is going to continue. It is their turn. So here's what happens. He is going to turn around and try to run back towards that work bit. Like you see him too, Cullivar. He's going to run back and try to get to his bench. Okay, but he has to break out of combat to do that. So Zard and Claw can both make one attack at him as he runs away.
Oh, Claudio, if you ever wanted to be the man, just putting that out there.
I don't get a D die or anything, right? Just straight up roll, right?
Actually, you use the same D die number that you got on your last attack. You add that.
Oh, so it was a 2. So that's a 17. Unnatural 19.
Oh yeah, that's nasty. Go ahead, give me that.
I'll say it was a bite. Is that all right?
Sure. Let's declare those beforehand because they do more damage.
Yeah. Yeah,
But bite's fine.
Yeah.
This is totally cool.
sure.
Yeah. All right. So you know what, Zarg, you can actually keep your dice at the ready because Claw, as you're enjoying the last bite of your hot dog and really savoring the human flavors, Claw rips this guy's bowels out. He kind of falls over, leading entrails behind him. It's heinous. It's just gross.
Yeah. And as I do that, I just shout out, "Slim Jim!"
That's what their name was Jim.
It's so late and so not appropriate, but I'm not a very smart dinosaur.
But you know what? He was going to say his word, right? And no one was going to tell Claw he couldn't. So, he screams and is routed. Okay, on the other side, so 2 of them, the spaceship guys, are going to fire their rifles at the 2 dinosaurs that got Ra summoned. So here comes some rifle shots. That is going to be a 10, and it's going to be miss. 2 10s. They both fire each at a dinosaur. They don't do it. The other two are going to charge up. They actually see where 4-star and Gara are, and they are going to fire on 4-star and Gara. So here comes 4-star. Boom, 17. Does that get you?
Yes.
Yeah, you take 8 points of damage. Get shot in the back. Gara, one's coming
Right in the
to you.
scar.
He's totally going to get you with a 21. You're going to take, whoops. You take 10 points of damage. You got shot. And then, out of the woods, like coming from the other side of the camp, you see a sight you never thought you would see. Another human comes running into the camp, making his way towards the tent, okay? But this human, it's like the rest of you velociraptors are really having a hard time for this. From the waist down, he appears to be a metal velociraptor, okay? Like, you know, he's got these sort of straps over his shoulders that are like holding this thing up. And he's like, ka-shum, ka-shum, ka-shum,
He's wearing
ka-shum.
the wrong trousers, isn't he?
Yeah.
What the trousers? Very nice.
Goodness.
No, but like, so it's like he has a fake dinosaur bottom on with these sort of straps over his shoulders. He's wearing like Confederate gear. Otherwise, he's got like a hunter hat on, and he's got a rifle with him and a couple other guns.
It's appropriating our culture, man.
Yes.
Say again.
He's appropriating our culture, man.
I know.
So
but
mean.
let me ask you:
Rude.
are you dinosaurs going to let that crap go on your planet?
No.
That's what I'm talking about. So his full round, and also this thing makes him as fast as a velociraptor. So next round, he will be at the tent and ready to run inside.
The weird thing, this is
Tell
probably
his
Carcer.
intent.
Say again.
I was just saying, we're thinking this is probably Carcer then, the guy with the Velociraptor suit.
We don't know. Actually, Gara, you're right there. You're there too. Yeah, it's definitely Carcer.
All right.
4-scar, the guy that you knocked over, draws his pistol. Is going to try to fire at you. I'm going to give him a minus to hit because he's firing from prone. He is going to get a total of an 11.
That will miss.
Bullet goes right past your face, and then he is going to kind of crab walk away from you and like move back 10 feet on the ground, just trying to get out of there. Yeah. It sucks. All right.
Is he
And,
withdrawing?
that's
Can
all
I
their
get a
turns.
bite on him?
Say again.
Is he withdrawing? Can I get a bite on him?
Oh yeah, take a shot.
Eat
Uh,
him.
Plus 4 'cause he's prone. Oh god.
Okay, yeah, so that's a natural 19, so that's a crit.
Yocha. Okay, why don't you go ahead and roll me some damage?
We ain't eating rats tonight, that's for sure.
That is 12 total.
Okay, so rather than roll your crit up, just describe to me how your crit goes on this guy's body.
Okay, as he starts crab walking back, I aim right for the middle.
Oh.
Gotcha. Yeah, you come across some jiggly bits that you probably wish he still had rather than just lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's pretty vile, but that's well done. All right, so that is all of them, and it is Gara. Gara, you just got shot in the back by a guy with a rifle.
Okay, so I got a guy with the rifle. We got Carson coming out of the woods, rushing in.
Yes.
Um,
There's 4 guys. So the 2 rifle guys with the spaceship guys, they have run around. They're kind of standing in the middle now. The other 2 are dealing with the dinosaurs that you summoned. And then Carson's running to that tent. He will be at the tent next round.
Okay.
There you
all
go.
right. I need to find cover. Is there
Sure.
anything that would serve as cover
Yeah,
for me to
you're-
shoot back?
Can
Yeah,
you
you
run
are
into the
actually
power
still-
tent?
Yeah, you're still right outside the door to the generator building.
All right, I'm gonna head into the generator building.
Okay. Yeah, you pop in there. Yeah, there's a generator in here and a bunch of equipment like extra lights, wires, things. It's very neatly organized all around the wall. So you run in
Do I
there.
see a way to shut it down?
Oh yeah, the Jenny, sure. It's you gotta run. All you gotta do is run over there and like yank 2 wires. And, like.
That's
like
what I'm
a-
gonna do.
All right. So all of a sudden, the whole camp goes dark. Including, except in the tent. when the lights go off in the tent, some emergency lights go on inside the tent. So there's two little red lights over the operating table, and the spaceships still have lights on them as well. But other than that, it's gotten completely dark in here. And that is what you do. Nice and done.
Yes.
It's Kolvar.
That should give you guys an advantage. You're fighting in the dark. The humans are not. Get them.
Has anything changed on the dinosaurs in the tents with the lights going out?
No, but now you can see behind. Okay, so they're all standing behind the one wall of the tent, and you can see that there are red lights behind each one of them that suggest that they have those red lights in the back of them that are projecting behind them on the wall.
Do they look like they're connected to any machines, or are they just solo standing there?
They're just standing there.
All right. What was the big dinosaur that was there?
It's an ankylosaur covered in guns.
I like to climb on top of that ankylosaur
Yes.
and see if I can pull out any red lights.
Okay, so you climb on his back, and yeah, sure enough, he has one back there. I will say that since he is passive and not attacking, you can do it with just a mighty, mighty, mighty strength check. But I mean mighty, 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 three mighties. I'm gonna need an 18 on a strength check to pull this thing out of this thing's head.
Just good luck, guys. I'm going to put you said 19?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 10 luck into this.
Gotcha. No, I said 18. So put 9.
Oh, okay.
Only 9.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. 9 luck.
Yeah.
Whatever, just 9.
One for bus fare,
One for bus fare.
Yeah, you yank this thing out of this thing's head, and for a moment it just kind of looks around, and like blood is just oozing out of this thing, and then it screams. It screams like a human kid. It's like ah! It doesn't know why it's there, why it's got metal on it, why there's a dinosaur on the back, where it is.
I try to calm it down and say, attack, 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 and hold on.
Yeah, that works great. That works great. We'll come back to that next round.
Great.
All right. So that was great, and it's Claudio. Claudio, what are you gonna do?
Do I notice this weird mechanical monstrosity, half man, half metal velociraptor?
You hear something screaming from inside the tent.
No, he means Carcer.
Yeah, the guy that
Oh
was
yeah,
running.
Carcer's headed right for you. Yeah, gong, 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 gong. He's like 15 feet away and like literally coming at you like he's getting ready to,
I'm gonna sprint directly at him, and I'm gonna go into like a baseball slide, and I'm gonna try to knock him off of his feet. And as I'm sliding under him, I want to like claw him. I don't know.
Okay, so the deed is going to be the baseball slide knockover. I love that. All right, go ahead and do it up, man.
Coming for
Fall
you.
down this time. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
That is a 3 on the deed, and that is a unnatural 19 on the attack.
That's going to hit. All right. So
Alright.
that's going to hit. Since you only got a 3 in the deed, I'm going to say it's going to be a strength versus strength check. You versus his augmented strength to actually shove him over. Okay? So go ahead and give me a number.
I got a 17, and I'm gonna burn 6 luck on that.
Stay.
Hey,
Save
you're
it.
fine. You're fine.
Okay.
I did great. I actually had a 16. I'm like, oh, he's never getting this. So that sucks for humans everywhere. So you slide under him, and he's like, whoa, and boosh, and this thing goes down hard. Like he's wearing it kind of like overalls, and like now he's sitting there kind of digging. So roll me the damage for that attack as well.
All right. 5 on the damage.
All right, cool. He is still up. But he is going to, and the machine is toppled over, and its legs are still going. It's like, bee, 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 bee. So it's kind of like spinning it around in a circle as the legs spin. Bee, 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 bee.
It's epically awesome. Oh, hey, Brendan, I didn't roll for my dinosaurs to attack the two guys that they're
Right.
fighting.
Let's do that now.
11 and a 12, so pretty much the same but it's still
Yeah.
keeping them occupied.
Yeah, they're over there fighting.
Have a good
Okay,
time
cool.
chilling out.
Exactly. You know what? That's 2 less dudes that are fighting us.
Gotcha. So it is Zarg.
Okay, so what's the biggest threat that I can see right now?
Okay, so from where you are, the guy who we think is Carcer, he has been toppled over, but he still has a gun and everything, and he looks pretty badass. There are 2 guys with rifles. They just lost their. They were shooting at Garra and Forscar. They both got hit. So they're both what they're doing, and the 2 of them are kind of like now looking for a new target since the 2 of them. Well, they could definitely hit Forscar still, but Garra has gone inside one of the buildings.
Mm-hmm. Okay, no, I'll go for the guy in the dinosaur trousers.
All right,
Never
gotcha.
thought I'd say that. Not even on game therapy.
He's you can take plus 40 if you're to hit him. You take plus 40 hit because he's laying there.
Well, I was gonna magic missile him. I think.
All right. Hey, wait a minute. We got 15 minutes left. Spellburn. Spellburn.
Well, I've already got 5 points of spell burn ready to go. I think that'll do. Ooh, that's well. I say that'll do.
Your sound of confidence wavered a little bit.
I think, the confidence is there. I'm just thinking, carving this, pulling this beer can off my claw and twisting it apart and drawing both halves down my body to bleed myself out, to power my magic, my bizarre shamanic magic. And then he does it a second time, just to make sure. So that's going to put a couple of points of luck into it as well. I'm going to shoot a single powerful missile, doing damage equal to 4d12 plus caster level.
What?
Do I need to roll?
Yes, you need to roll. He can survive that, but it's not looking good. So
roll big Zarg.
You can survive that?
All right.
He's a level guy. He's the baddest Confederate scout ever.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
good
why I was
point.
like, when I saw him, like, we probably need to get that guy.
Don't worry, Ankylosaurus coming, hopefully.
Yeah, it's true. Wild Ankylosaurus.
20 points of damage. Oh, 22 points of damage.
22. I mean, he is still up, but he's like in really bad shape at this point. Like, this thing is still spinning around with him on the ground, like curly shuffle style. But he's looking bad at this point. That was not good. So that's awesome. Nicely done. It is Zarg. It is Forscar. Forscar, what are you gonna do?
Is the guy that I just critted in front of me still mobile, or did I finish him off?
No, you ripped his. Bells.
Okay, I just want to make 100% sure, that I'm going to go after Carcer. I'm just going to run over there and just, do a full up and just like slam my tail like right on his face.
All right, so you can charge, run at him, and take plus 40 hit because he is still prone.
All right. I'm just going to make a single attack, so that is 22 total.
Yeah, let me check my chart. Yes, roll damage. Goodness gracious. Come on, man.
Well, I don't know what kind of damage I'm doing with this tail slam, but let's call it a D4 plus my strength, so that would be 4 points.
All right, so you run over and do 4. You added your strength and your D die?
Yeah, with the D die, that would be 6.
So, gotta add that. He is still up, but you just came and did him like the, what was his name? Oh God, I can't think of him. The professional wrestler did that leg drop. That's like the tail drop. Woo!
Oh yeah.
Hulk Hogan. Give him a Hulk Hogan leg drop. So,
Yep.
he is still up, but now he's got a dinosaur leg on him. He's in bad shape, man. It's looking bad for them at this point. So that was awesome. It's the top of the order. Big, ugly head.
All right. So is the gangplank down the ramp to the ship? Is the ship open?
Yeah, but it's on the other side of the clearing. You're going to have to run all the way over
Okay.
there and pass the guys with the rifles to get over
Okay,
there.
so I don't know how we're going to do this. We'll see if it works. Tell me what rolls to make. My goal is to get on the ship intelligence burn the fuck out of how to figure out how to use it and either fly it into a volcano or turn its guns on. I know that the ship's something powerful with human tech.
Gotcha.
That's the plan.
All right,
So-
I will say, so your full move is 120. So you run up there. You can't get on the back of the ship this round, but you can next round.
Okay.
Okay. So you're charging up there and trying to get to the back of the ship. Oh, we're gonna run out of time, guys. All right, we got 10 minutes, and usually I would just say, heck with it, go over. But Mark's game starts right after mine tonight. So
All right.
Okay.
All right, so we're
What's up next?
looking at last attacks here, everybody. So it is their turn. So so the rifle guys, they're both gonna fire at well, no. One's firing at Forscar, and one is going to go ahead and fire at Zarg. They don't know what you just did, but they didn't like it. They're going to take a minus because they're firing basically in the dark right now, so give them minus to hit. Be a no and a big old no. The other two are firing at Garage, little dinosaur guys. You know what we have over there is a Jurassic standoff. You know, it's just.
The best points I've spent all game. I kept two guys completely out of the fight, and nobody's knocking anybody out. They ain't gotta kill them. Just keep them from shooting at me. Damn it!
One of those little dinosaurs is literally standing on the rifle. He's like, "Get up there!" He can't, he just can't do it. That guy is dead. That guy is dead. Carcer hits a button. The straps come off. And he's going to crawl out of there and try to just get outside of his thing and stand up. And he draws his combat knife and he is going to try to attack. Forscar, definitely. And for his deed, he is going to try to cut you across your eye so that you cannot fight anymore. He's going to try to blind you with a shot. He is going to get a 22 plus and gets a 5 in the deed die. He rips you across your eyes. You're going to take 6 points of damage total, and you are blinded.
Now they call me Five Scar.
But you know what you have now? You now have that, the movie scar, the one line across the eye.
Yeah.
I was just going to call you can't see shit, but that scar works too.
Well, hopefully he won't go for the ears next. I'll be able to hear you.
You ain't got ears. You just got flat side of the head there. So, and that's it. It's Garah and then Culver. Garah, roll for your dinosaurs first.
All right, let's do that. Come on, guys. A 15.
15.
Does that hit?
That hits, yep.
And then what were they doing for damage? I don't remember.
Die 6.
Die 6. 4.
Man, so the one, he gets one of them. Wah! He jumps right off the guy's rifle into his face. All right. And how about the other one?
He missed.
All right, gotcha. All right, cool. And then what are you gonna do?
So I come to the door and sort of look out and see what do I see when I peek through the door, because I want to use the door as cover. I can fire out of the door.
Sure.
And get my last shot in.
Okay, you can fire at one of the two guys with rifles. Okay, you have a clear shot on either. That's actually your best bet. Is one of the rifle guys.
Yeah, because I don't need to shoot my own dudes. That's not in the game like that.
Yeah. No, yeah.
That is a 14.
Yep, it hits. Give me damage.
All right, D8. 5.
And you shoot out one guy, that one rifle guy, and he's like, I'm hit. Yeah, and that is, we're going to go from Culver. Give me a luck check. D20, roll low under your luck.
All right. That's a 2.
2, really?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
man.
a 2.
So here it goes, okay? So Culver, or the Carcer, their scout, Carcer stands up and he just slices Forscar across the eyes. Forscar can't see. He's staggering back. He's swinging around with that knife like a pro. All right, come on. You think I'm scared of a few dinosaurs? Bring it! And that is when the ankylosaur rips out of the tent behind him and just mows him down. Runs straight over him and goes off into the night, trying to get rid of both Culver and the equipment.
I'm screaming with joy. Like, ah!
Culver, give me a agility save, DC 15.
Already. That's 15 straight.
And you stay on somehow. You know, like
I'm going back to Carverland.
Back to Coverland.
he's heading south.
I'm leaving out
like
the door.
Like
Leave
a
it out the
rhinestone
door.
cowboy.
Like, what the hell?
Okay, so we got to end it. So big ugly head, give me one roll to control that spaceship. Do it up.
Okay. Let's see. I did 2. I'm gonna burn 6. You want me to just multiply? Let's see. 9. Plus 2.
Whatever's quickest.
Plus 1. Plus 4. That's what is that? 7. We're at 16. 20. 23, and finishing out at 25.
Y'all, yeah. Remember that scene in Star Wars, the first one, where that gun pops out of the front thing and starts like mowing guys? Like, ugly big head is like, goes in there and he's like, okay, I can do this. And all of a sudden his gun drops down. And he's like, you see everybody like, oh no. And like, the bad news is, Garage, they get your little dinosaur guys too.
Oh,
But,
no.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and end it here with Colbar heading south, ride a dinosaur. You guys have taken over the spaceship and routed these things. You have the ability now to free the rest of your dinosaur friends. These guys are, it's all over. Everyone gets 3 luck points for getting rid of these encroachers onto your world, and you can take 20 experience points to consider yourselves minimum for second level plus 20. And thanks everybody. We have 4 minutes left, so it's time for our gaming therapy tradition. Ready? Breathe, deep breath. Exhale. In with the gaming. Out with the bull crap. In with the gaming. Out with the bull crap. Go forth and gain more, guys. Thank you so much. We have brought you one more insane world here to go along with Superhero World, Mad City World, Wizard versus Wizard World, and all the other crazy ones we've done. So thank you very much. And we appreciate it. Please tune in. Stay online because Mark is fixing to run his game. It is going to be primo because Mark, my boy, is a fantastic GM. So stay tuned for more action. Thank you very much. Game Therapy is out.
Thank you. Good night, folks.